1. Introduction. 1.1 Overview. In this section, we will provide an overview of why women tend to outlive men. The gender gap in life expectancy has been a consistent pattern observed across different countries and cultures. On average, women tend to live longer than men, and this phenomenon has intrigued researchers and scientists for many years. While there is no single definitive answer to why this disparity exists, there are several factors that contribute to women's longer life expectancy. In this section, we will explore some of the key biological, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, psychological, and environmental factors that may play a role in this gender gap. Understanding the reasons behind the gender gap in life expectancy is crucial for addressing health disparities and promoting overall well-being. By examining the various factors that influence women's longer life expectancy, we can gain insights into potential interventions and policies that can help bridge this gap. This section aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the different factors that contribute to women's longer lifespan and shed light on the complex interplay between biology, lifestyle, and societal factors. We will begin by exploring the biological factors that may contribute to women's longer life expectancy. Genetic differences, hormonal factors, immune system variations, and reproductive differences are some of the key aspects that will be discussed. These factors highlight the inherent biological advantages that women may possess, which could contribute to their longevity. Moving on, we will delve into lifestyle factors that play a significant role in determining life expectancy. Diet and nutrition, physical activity and exercise, smoking and alcohol consumption, stress and coping mechanisms, as well as healthcare utilization and access, all have an impact on health outcomes and longevity. We will examine how these lifestyle choices and behaviors differ between genders and their implications for life expectancy. Sociocultural factors, such as gender roles and expectations, occupational hazards, social support networks, and education and empowerment, also influence the gender gap in life expectancy. These factors reflect the societal norms and structures that shape individuals' lives and can have a profound impact on health and well-being. Economic factors, including income disparities, retirement and pension systems, wealth and asset accumulation, and poverty and social welfare, are also important contributors to the gender gap in life expectancy. Socioeconomic status plays a crucial role in determining access to resources and opportunities that can influence health outcomes. Healthcare disparities, including access to healthcare services, quality of healthcare, health insurance coverage, and healthcare provider bias, are significant factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women may face unique challenges in accessing and receiving quality healthcare, which can impact their overall health and longevity. Psychological factors, such as mental health and well-being, coping mechanisms and resilience, social support, and psychological stressors, also play a role in the gender gap in life expectancy. The way individuals perceive and manage stress, as well as the support they receive from their social networks, can have a profound impact on their health and longevity. Lastly, environmental factors, including pollution and toxins, climate and weather, access to clean water and sanitation, and urbanization and infrastructure, can influence the gender gap in life expectancy. The physical environment in which individuals live can have both direct and indirect effects on their health and well-being. By examining these various factors, we can gain a deeper understanding of why women tend to outlive men and the complex interplay between biology, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, psychological, and environmental factors. This knowledge can inform interventions and policies aimed at reducing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting healthier and longer lives for all individuals. In the following chapters, we will explore each of these factors in more detail and examine their implications for women's health and well-being. 1.2 Importance of the gender gap in life expectancy. The gender gap in life expectancy is a significant and complex issue that has garnered increasing attention in recent years. It refers to the disparity in the average lifespan between men and women, with women consistently outliving men in most countries around the world. This gender gap has profound implications for individuals, families, and society as a whole. Understanding the importance of this gap is crucial for addressing the underlying factors and working towards achieving gender equality in health outcomes. 1.2.1 Health disparities and inequalities. The gender gap in life expectancy highlights the existence of health disparities and inequalities between men and women. It is not merely a matter of biological differences but is influenced by a wide range of factors, including social, economic, cultural, and environmental determinants of health. By examining the reasons behind this gap, we can gain insights into the broader issues of gender inequality and the need for targeted interventions to improve health outcomes for both men and women. 1.2.2 Societal implications. The gender gap in life expectancy has significant societal implications. Women tend to live longer than men, which means that they often spend more years in old age. This has implications for retirement planning, pension systems, and healthcare services. As women live longer, they may require more support and resources in their later years, which can place a strain on families, communities, and healthcare systems. Understanding the gender gap in life expectancy is crucial for policymakers and healthcare providers to develop strategies that address the specific needs of women and promote healthy aging for all. 1.2.3 Economic consequences. The gender gap in life expectancy also has economic consequences. Women's longer life expectancy means that they may spend more years in retirement, which can impact their financial security. Women often face income disparities and have lower lifetime earnings compared to men, which can further exacerbate the economic challenges they face in old age. Addressing the gender gap in life expectancy is essential for promoting economic equality and ensuring that women have access to adequate financial resources and support throughout their lives. 1.2.4 Health and Well-being. The gender gap in life expectancy is closely linked to health and well-being. Women's longer life expectancy can be attributed to various factors, including biological, behavioral, and social determinants of health. By understanding these factors, we can identify opportunities for promoting better health outcomes for both men and women. This includes addressing lifestyle factors such as diet, physical activity, and smoking, as well as improving access to healthcare services and reducing healthcare disparities. Closing the gender gap in life expectancy is not only about increasing lifespan but also about improving the quality of life for all individuals. 1.2.5 Gender equality and women's rights. The gender gap in life expectancy is a reflection of broader gender inequalities and discrimination that persist in societies worldwide. It highlights the need for gender equality and women's rights, as women's health outcomes are influenced by social and cultural factors that limit their access to resources, opportunities, and decision-making power. By addressing the gender gap in life expectancy, we can work towards achieving gender equality in all aspects of life, including health. 1.2.6 Public health and policy. Understanding the importance of the gender gap in life expectancy is crucial for public health and policy interventions. It provides valuable insights into the factors that contribute to health disparities and allows policymakers to develop targeted strategies to improve health outcomes for both men and women. By addressing the underlying determinants of the gender gap, such as social norms, gender roles, and access to healthcare, we can create a more equitable and inclusive healthcare system that benefits everyone. In conclusion, the gender gap in life expectancy is a multifaceted issue with far-reaching implications for individuals, families, and society. It highlights the need for addressing health disparities, promoting gender equality, and improving overall well-being. By understanding the importance of this gap, we can work towards creating a future where everyone, regardless of gender, has equal opportunities for a long and healthy life. 1.3 Historical perspective. Throughout history, women have consistently outlived men in terms of life expectancy. This gender disparity in longevity has been observed across different cultures and time periods. The reasons behind this phenomenon are multifaceted and can be attributed to a combination of biological, social, and environmental factors. 1.3.1 Evolutionary factors. From an evolutionary perspective, the differences in life expectancy between men and women can be partially explained by reproductive biology. Women have a unique reproductive role that involves carrying and giving birth to offspring. This biological process places significant physiological demands on women's bodies, which may have led to the development of certain biological advantages that contribute to their longer lifespan. For instance, estrogen, a hormone predominantly found in women, has been shown to have protective effects on the cardiovascular system. It helps maintain healthy blood vessels, reduces the risk of heart disease, and promotes overall cardiovascular health. This hormonal advantage may contribute to women's lower incidence of cardiovascular diseases compared to men, ultimately leading to a longer life expectancy. 1.3.2 Social and cultural factors. Historically, women have been assigned roles that involve caregiving and nurturing, which may have indirectly contributed to their longer lifespan. These roles often require women to prioritize the well-being of others, leading to healthier lifestyle choices and a greater emphasis on self-care. Additionally, women tend to have stronger social support networks, which have been linked to better health outcomes and increased longevity. However, it is important to note that societal expectations and gender norms have also placed women at a disadvantage in terms of health and longevity. For instance, women have historically had limited access to education, employment opportunities, and healthcare resources. These disparities have had a negative impact on women's health and life expectancy, particularly in low-income and marginalized communities. 1.3.3 Environmental factors. Environmental factors, such as exposure to pollutants and toxins, can also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Historically, men have been more likely to work in hazardous occupations, such as mining, construction, and manufacturing, which expose them to harmful substances and increased health risks. These occupational hazards have been associated with higher mortality rates among men, further contributing to the gender disparity in life expectancy. Additionally, women have traditionally spent more time indoors, engaging in domestic activities, which may have protected them from certain environmental risks. However, with changing societal roles and increased participation in the workforce, women are now exposed to similar environmental hazards as men, narrowing the gap in this aspect. 1.3.4 Historical changes and progress. Over the past century, significant advancements have been made in healthcare, technology, and social policies, which have positively impacted both men's and women's life expectancy. Improved sanitation, access to clean water, and vaccination programs have significantly reduced mortality rates and increased overall life expectancy for both genders. Furthermore, the gradual shift towards gender equality and women's empowerment has played a crucial role in narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. Increased access to education, employment opportunities, and healthcare services have improved women's overall health and well-being, leading to longer and healthier lives. However, despite these advancements, challenges still persist. Gender-based discrimination, unequal access to resources, and societal expectations continue to impact women's health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Addressing these issues requires a comprehensive approach that involves policy changes, social reforms, and a shift in cultural attitudes towards gender roles and expectations. In the following chapters, we will explore the various factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy in greater detail. By understanding these factors, we can work towards creating a more equitable and healthier future for all. 1.4 Purpose of the book. The purpose of this book, Longer Life, The Gender Gap, is to explore and analyze the factors that contribute to the disparity in life expectancy between men and women. While it is widely known that women tend to outlive men, the reasons behind this phenomenon are complex and multifaceted. This book aims to delve into the various biological, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors that play a role in shaping this gender gap in life expectancy. By examining these factors in detail, we hope to provide a comprehensive understanding of why women tend to live longer than men and the implications this has for women's health and society as a whole. Through a combination of scientific research, historical analysis, and global perspectives, this book aims to shed light on the underlying causes of the gender gap in life expectancy and explore potential strategies to address and reduce this disparity. The book will begin by providing an overview of the topic, highlighting the significance of the gender gap in life expectancy and its implications for individuals and society. We will then delve into the historical perspective, tracing the roots of this disparity and how it has evolved over time. This historical context will help us understand the societal and cultural factors that have influenced the gender gap in life expectancy. Throughout the book, we will explore the biological factors that contribute to women's longer life expectancy. This will include an examination of genetic differences, hormonal factors, immune system variations, and reproductive differences. By understanding these biological factors, we can gain insights into the inherent advantages and disadvantages that each gender may possess when it comes to longevity. In addition to biological factors, we will also explore the role of lifestyle choices in shaping the gender gap in life expectancy. This will include an analysis of diet and nutrition, physical activity and exercise, smoking and alcohol consumption, stress and coping mechanisms, as well as healthcare utilization and access. By examining these lifestyle factors, we can identify the behaviors and choices that may contribute to women's longer life expectancy. Furthermore, we will delve into the sociocultural factors that influence the gender gap in life expectancy. This will involve an exploration of gender roles and expectations, occupational hazards, social support networks, and the impact of education and empowerment. By understanding these sociocultural factors, we can gain insights into the societal norms and structures that may contribute to the disparity in life expectancy. The book will also examine the economic factors that play a role in shaping the gender gap in life expectancy. This will include an analysis of income disparities, retirement and pension systems, wealth and asset accumulation, as well as poverty and social welfare. By exploring these economic factors, we can understand how financial resources and opportunities may impact women's health and longevity. Additionally, we will explore the healthcare disparities that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. This will involve an examination of access to healthcare services, quality of healthcare, health insurance coverage, and healthcare provider bias. By understanding these healthcare disparities, we can identify the barriers that women may face in accessing and receiving adequate healthcare. The book will also delve into the psychological factors that influence the gender gap in life expectancy. This will include an analysis of mental health and well-being, coping mechanisms and resilience, social support and relationships, as well as psychological stressors. By exploring these psychological factors, we can gain insights into the emotional and psychological aspects that may impact women's health and longevity. Furthermore, we will examine the environmental factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. This will involve an exploration of pollution and toxins, climate and weather, access to clean water and sanitation, as well as urbanization and infrastructure. By understanding these environmental factors, we can identify the external factors that may impact women's health and longevity. The book will also provide a global perspective on the gender gap in life expectancy. This will include an analysis of regional variations in life expectancy, cultural influences, international policies and initiatives, as well as gender equality and women's rights. By examining these global perspectives, we can gain insights into the broader societal and cultural factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Furthermore, we will explore the implications of longevity and aging on women's health. This will involve an examination of longevity research and findings, the aging process and cellular mechanisms, age-related diseases and conditions, as well as the implications for women's health. By understanding these implications, we can identify the specific health challenges that women may face as they age. Lastly, the book will explore future prospects and potential strategies to address and reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. This will involve an analysis of emerging trends and predictions, advancements in healthcare and technology, policy implications and interventions, as well as the importance of closing the gender gap. By exploring these future prospects, we can identify potential solutions and interventions to promote gender equality in life expectancy. In conclusion, the purpose of this book is to provide a comprehensive exploration of the factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. By examining the biological, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors, we aim to deepen our understanding of why women tend to outlive men and the implications this has for women's health and society. Through this exploration, we hope to inspire further research, policy changes, and societal interventions to promote gender equality in life expectancy. 2. Biological factors. 2.1 Genetic differences. Genetic differences between men and women play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. While both sexes share the majority of their genetic makeup, there are certain genetic factors that contribute to women's longer lifespan. These genetic differences can influence various aspects of health and aging, ultimately leading to women's increased longevity. 2.1.1 Telomeres and cellular aging. Telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of chromosomes, play a crucial role in cellular aging. With each cell division, telomeres gradually shorten, leading to cellular senescence and increased susceptibility to age-related diseases. Research suggests that women tend to have longer telomeres compared to men, which may contribute to their slower aging process and longer lifespan. Studies have shown that estrogen, a hormone predominantly found in women, may play a role in maintaining telomere length. Estrogen has been found to protect telomeres from degradation and promote telomerase activity, an enzyme that helps maintain telomere length. This hormonal advantage may contribute to women's slower cellular aging and increased longevity. 2.1.2 Immune system function. Another genetic difference between men and women lies in their immune system function. Women generally exhibit a stronger immune response compared to men, which can be attributed to the influence of sex hormones and genetic factors. Estrogen has been shown to enhance immune response, leading to a more robust defense against infections and diseases. Additionally, women have a higher number of immune cells, such as T cells and natural killer cells, which play a crucial role in fighting off pathogens and cancer cells. These genetic and hormonal factors contribute to women's ability to mount a more effective immune response, potentially leading to better overall health and longevity. 2.1.3 X chromosome and genetic variations. Women have 2 X chromosomes, while men have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. This difference in sex chromosomes can lead to variations in gene expression and susceptibility to certain diseases. The presence of 2 X chromosomes in women provides a genetic advantage by increasing the likelihood of having a functional copy of a gene, even if one copy is defective. For instance, certain genetic mutations on the X chromosome, such as those associated with hemophilia or muscular dystrophy, are recessive and require 2 copies to manifest the disease. As women have 2 X chromosomes, they are more likely to have a healthy copy of the gene, providing a protective effect against these conditions. This genetic advantage may contribute to women's lower incidence of certain genetic disorders and potentially contribute to their longer lifespan. 2.1.4 Hormonal regulation and disease risk. Hormonal regulation differs between men and women, and these differences can influence disease risk and overall health. For example, estrogen has been shown to have a protective effect on cardiovascular health by improving lipid profiles, reducing inflammation, and promoting vasodilation. This hormonal advantage may contribute to women's lower risk of cardiovascular diseases compared to men. On the other hand, testosterone, the primary male sex hormone, has been associated with a higher risk of certain health conditions. Men generally have higher testosterone levels, which can increase the risk of developing conditions such as prostate cancer and cardiovascular diseases. These hormonal differences between men and women may contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 2.1.5 Genetic susceptibility to diseases. Genetic variations can also influence the susceptibility to certain diseases, which can impact life expectancy. For instance, women have been found to have a lower genetic risk for developing certain types of cancer, such as lung and liver cancer. On the other hand, men have a higher genetic risk for conditions like prostate cancer. Additionally, genetic variations can affect the metabolism of medications, making women more responsive to certain drugs and less susceptible to adverse drug reactions. These genetic differences in drug metabolism may contribute to better treatment outcomes and overall health in women. In conclusion, genetic differences between men and women contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have longer telomeres, stronger immune responses, and genetic advantages due to the presence of 2 X chromosomes. Hormonal regulation and genetic variations also play a role in disease risk and overall health. Understanding these genetic differences can help shed light on the factors contributing to women's longer lifespan and guide future research and interventions aimed at closing the gender gap in life expectancy. 2.2 Hormonal factors. Hormonal factors play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy, with women generally outliving men. Hormones are chemical messengers that regulate various bodily functions and processes, including growth, development, metabolism, and reproduction. The differences in hormonal profiles between men and women contribute to variations in health outcomes and longevity. 2.2.1 Estrogen. Estrogen is a primary female sex hormone that plays a crucial role in women's reproductive health. It is responsible for the development and regulation of the female reproductive system, including the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, and menopause. Estrogen also has a wide range of effects on other body systems, such as the cardiovascular, skeletal, and immune systems. Estrogen has been associated with several health benefits that may contribute to women's longer life expectancy. For instance, it helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels by increasing high-density lipoprotein (HDL) cholesterol, often referred to as good cholesterol, and reducing low-density lipoprotein (LDL) cholesterol, known as bad cholesterol. This lipid profile is associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular diseases, such as heart attacks and strokes. Furthermore, estrogen has been shown to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, which can protect against age-related diseases and conditions. It may also enhance cognitive function and reduce the risk of neurodegenerative disorders, such as Alzheimer's disease. 2.2.2 Testosterone. Testosterone is the primary male sex hormone, but it is also present in smaller amounts in women. It plays a crucial role in the development and maintenance of male reproductive tissues and secondary sexual characteristics. Testosterone influences various physiological processes, including muscle mass and strength, bone density, and red blood cell production. While testosterone is generally associated with male health, its decline with age in men may contribute to a shorter life expectancy compared to women. Low testosterone levels have been linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases, such as heart attacks and strokes. Testosterone deficiency can also lead to decreased muscle mass and strength, which may contribute to frailty and a higher risk of falls and fractures in older men. 2.2.3 Thyroid hormones. Thyroid hormones, including thyroxine T4 and triiodothyronine T3, are essential for regulating metabolism, growth, and development. Thyroid hormones influence various bodily functions, including heart rate, body temperature, and energy expenditure. Thyroid disorders, such as hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid, and hyperthyroidism, overactive thyroid, are more common in women than men. Hypothyroidism, characterized by low levels of thyroid hormones, can lead to symptoms such as fatigue, weight gain, and depression. On the other hand, hyperthyroidism, characterized by excessive thyroid hormone production, can cause symptoms such as weight loss, rapid heartbeat, and anxiety. The higher prevalence of thyroid disorders in women may contribute to their longer life expectancy. Proper thyroid function is crucial for overall health and well-being, and imbalances in thyroid hormones can have significant implications for various body systems. 2.2.4 Growth hormone. Growth hormone (GH) is produced by the pituitary gland and plays a vital role in growth, cell regeneration, and metabolism. It stimulates the production of insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, which promotes tissue growth and repair. Studies have shown that women tend to have higher levels of GH and IGF-1 compared to men. This may contribute to women's better preservation of lean body mass and bone density, which are important factors for maintaining overall health and reducing the risk of age-related conditions such as osteoporosis. 2.2.5 Melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone produced by the pineal gland in the brain and is involved in regulating the sleep-wake cycle. It helps regulate the body's internal clock and promotes restful sleep. Research suggests that women may have higher melatonin levels compared to men, which could contribute to their better sleep quality. Adequate sleep is essential for overall health and well-being, and poor sleep has been associated with various health problems, including cardiovascular diseases, obesity, and mental health disorders. 2.2.6 Hormonal changes with aging. As individuals age, hormonal changes occur in both men and women. Women experience menopause, which is characterized by a decline in estrogen and progesterone production. Men also experience a decline in testosterone levels, known as andropause or male menopause. These hormonal changes can have significant effects on health and well-being. For women, the decline in estrogen levels during menopause is associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases, osteoporosis, and cognitive decline. In men, low testosterone levels can contribute to a higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, muscle loss, and decreased libido. In conclusion, hormonal factors play a crucial role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Differences in estrogen, testosterone, thyroid hormones, growth hormone, and melatonin levels between men and women contribute to variations in health outcomes and longevity. Understanding these hormonal factors can help shed light on the reasons why women tend to outlive men and may have implications for promoting healthier aging in both genders. 2.3 Immune system variations. The immune system plays a crucial role in protecting the body against infections and diseases. It is a complex network of cells, tissues, and organs that work together to identify and eliminate harmful pathogens. While both men and women have immune systems, there are notable variations between the sexes that contribute to the differences in life expectancy. 2.3.1 Hormonal influence on immune response. One of the primary factors contributing to immune system variations between men and women is the influence of hormones. Estrogen, a hormone predominantly found in women, has been shown to enhance immune responses. It stimulates the production of antibodies, which are proteins that help the immune system recognize and neutralize pathogens. Estrogen also promotes the activation of immune cells, such as T cells and natural killer cells, which are essential for fighting infections. On the other hand, testosterone, the primary male sex hormone, has been found to suppress immune responses. Studies have shown that testosterone can inhibit the production of antibodies and reduce the activity of immune cells. This hormonal difference may explain why women generally have stronger immune responses and are more resistant to certain infections compared to men. 2.3.2 X chromosome and immune system genes. Another significant factor contributing to immune system variations is the presence of two X chromosomes in women compared to one X chromosome and one Y chromosome in men. The X chromosome contains numerous genes related to immune system function. Women have a higher genetic diversity in these immune-related genes due to the presence of two X chromosomes, which can provide a broader range of immune responses. In contrast, men have only one copy of these immune-related genes, making them more susceptible to certain immune-related disorders. For example, women are less likely to develop autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis, which are more prevalent in men. The additional X chromosome in women also provides a backup system, as one X chromosome can compensate for any genetic defects or mutations present on the other. 2.3.3 Immune response and sex hormone fluctuations. The immune system in women is also influenced by the cyclical fluctuations of sex hormones during the menstrual cycle. Estrogen levels rise during the follicular phase, leading up to ovulation, and decline during the luteal phase. These hormonal changes can impact immune responses, with studies suggesting that women may have a stronger immune response during the follicular phase when estrogen levels are higher. However, the immune system may be slightly suppressed during pregnancy to prevent the rejection of the fetus, which is genetically different from the mother. This temporary suppression of the immune system may explain why pregnant women are more susceptible to certain infections. After menopause, when estrogen levels decline significantly, women may experience changes in immune function, potentially leading to an increased risk of certain diseases. 2.3.4 Immunosenescence and aging. As individuals age, their immune system undergoes a process called immunosenescence, which refers to the gradual decline in immune function. This decline is more pronounced in men compared to women. Studies have shown that older men have weaker immune responses, reduced production of antibodies, and decreased activity of immune cells compared to older women. The hormonal differences between men and women, particularly the decline in estrogen levels during menopause, may contribute to the differences in immune aging. Estrogen has been shown to have anti-inflammatory effects and can help maintain immune function. Therefore, the decline in estrogen levels in women during menopause may contribute to the accelerated decline in immune function observed in older women. 2.3.5 Implications for health and longevity. The immune system variations between men and women have significant implications for health and longevity. Women generally have a stronger immune response, which may contribute to their higher life expectancy compared to men. They are more resistant to certain infections and have a lower risk of developing autoimmune diseases. However, women may be more susceptible to certain immune-related disorders, such as allergies and autoimmune diseases, due to their stronger immune responses. Understanding the immune system variations between men and women is crucial for developing targeted healthcare strategies and interventions. It highlights the importance of considering sex-specific differences in immune responses when designing vaccines, treatments, and preventive measures. By addressing these variations, we can strive towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting better health outcomes for both men and women. 2.4 Reproductive differences. Reproductive differences between men and women play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. While both men and women have unique reproductive systems, women's reproductive biology and experiences have been linked to longer life expectancy compared to men. This section will explore the various reproductive differences between men and women and their impact on longevity. 2.4.1 Hormonal influences. One of the key reproductive differences between men and women lies in their hormonal makeup. Women experience hormonal fluctuations throughout their reproductive years, including the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, and menopause. These hormonal changes have been associated with certain health benefits that contribute to longer life expectancy. During the reproductive years, women experience regular menstrual cycles, which are regulated by hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. These hormones not only play a crucial role in the reproductive process but also have protective effects on women's health. Estrogen, for example, has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, as it helps maintain healthy blood vessels and cholesterol levels. Additionally, estrogen has been shown to have positive effects on bone health, reducing the risk of osteoporosis in women. Pregnancy is another unique reproductive experience for women. The hormonal changes that occur during pregnancy, such as increased levels of progesterone and estrogen, have been associated with long-term health benefits. Research suggests that women who have had multiple pregnancies may have a reduced risk of certain diseases, including breast and ovarian cancer. The protective effects of pregnancy hormones on women's health contribute to their longer life expectancy. However, it is important to note that hormonal influences on women's health are not without risks. Hormonal fluctuations can also lead to certain health issues, such as mood disorders and reproductive disorders. It is crucial for women to receive appropriate healthcare and support to manage these hormonal changes effectively. 2.4.2 Reproductive system health. The differences in reproductive system health between men and women also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women have a more complex reproductive system, which requires regular monitoring and care. Regular gynecological examinations and screenings are essential for maintaining women's reproductive health and detecting any potential issues early on. One of the key reproductive health concerns for women is cervical cancer. Regular Pap smears and HPV vaccinations have significantly reduced the incidence and mortality rates of cervical cancer. Early detection and treatment of cervical abnormalities have played a crucial role in improving women's overall health and life expectancy. Additionally, women's reproductive system health is closely linked to their overall well-being. Conditions such as polycystic ovary syndrome (PCOS) and endometriosis can have long-term health implications if left untreated. These conditions can affect fertility and increase the risk of other health issues, such as cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Proper management and treatment of reproductive system disorders are essential for women's health and longevity. 2.4.3 Menopause and Aging. Menopause, the natural cessation of menstruation, is a significant milestone in a woman's life. It marks the end of reproductive capacity and is associated with various hormonal and physiological changes. While menopause itself does not directly impact life expectancy, the hormonal changes that occur during this phase can have both positive and negative effects on women's health. Estrogen levels decline significantly during menopause, which can lead to various symptoms such as hot flashes, mood changes, and sleep disturbances. However, the postmenopausal period also brings certain health benefits. Women who have gone through menopause have a reduced risk of certain reproductive cancers, such as ovarian and uterine cancer. Additionally, the decline in estrogen levels may contribute to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease in postmenopausal women. It is important for women to manage the symptoms of menopause effectively and seek appropriate healthcare support. Hormone replacement therapy (HRT) and lifestyle modifications can help alleviate menopausal symptoms and reduce the risk of associated health issues. 2.4.4 Fertility and reproductive choices. Another aspect of reproductive differences between men and women is fertility and reproductive choices. Women have a finite window of fertility, while men can father children throughout their lives. The decline in female fertility with age is well documented, and women who delay childbearing may face challenges in conceiving naturally. Reproductive choices, such as family planning and the use of assisted reproductive technologies, also impact women's health and life expectancy. Women who have access to comprehensive reproductive health care, including contraception and family planning services, can make informed decisions about their reproductive health. This, in turn, can positively influence their overall well-being and life expectancy. In conclusion, reproductive differences between men and women contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Hormonal influences, reproductive system health, menopause, and fertility all play a role in shaping women's longer life expectancy. Understanding and addressing these reproductive differences are crucial for promoting women's health and closing the gender gap in longevity. 3. Lifestyle factors. 3.1 Diet and nutrition. Diet and nutrition play a crucial role in determining overall health and longevity. It is well established that women tend to have better dietary habits compared to men, which may contribute to their longer life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the various factors related to diet and nutrition that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 3.1.1 Dietary patterns. One of the primary reasons why women tend to outlive men is their generally healthier dietary patterns. Women often consume more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, while men tend to have higher intakes of red and processed meats, unhealthy fats, and sugary beverages. These dietary differences can have a significant impact on overall health and longevity. 3.1.2 Nutrient intake. Women typically have higher intakes of essential nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which are crucial for maintaining optimal health and preventing chronic diseases. For example, women often consume more calcium, iron, and folate, which are essential for bone health, red blood cell production, and fetal development during pregnancy, respectively. These nutrient differences contribute to better overall health outcomes for women. 3.1.3 Weight management. Maintaining a healthy weight is essential for longevity, and women generally have better weight management practices compared to men. Women are more likely to engage in weight-conscious behaviors such as portion control, calorie counting, and regular monitoring of body weight. These practices help women maintain a healthy body weight, reducing the risk of obesity-related diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and certain types of cancer. 3.1.4 Dietary fiber. Women tend to consume higher amounts of dietary fiber compared to men. Dietary fiber plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy digestive system, regulating blood sugar levels, and reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. By including more fiber-rich foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes in their diet, women can improve their overall health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. 3.1.5 Omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats that have numerous health benefits, including reducing inflammation, improving heart health, and supporting brain function. Women often have higher intakes of omega-3 fatty acids through the consumption of fatty fish, flax seeds, and walnuts. These healthy fats contribute to better cardiovascular health and cognitive function, which may contribute to their longer life expectancy. 3.1.6 Alcohol consumption. Alcohol consumption patterns also differ between men and women, and this can have an impact on overall health and longevity. Women tend to consume less alcohol compared to men, and excessive alcohol consumption is associated with various health problems such as liver disease, cardiovascular diseases, and certain types of cancer. By consuming alcohol in moderation or abstaining from it altogether, women can reduce their risk of alcohol-related health issues and improve their overall health. 3.1.7 Role of hormones. Hormonal differences between men and women also influence dietary preferences and nutrient requirements. For example, women's nutritional needs change during different stages of their reproductive life, such as menstruation, pregnancy, and menopause. These hormonal changes can affect appetite, nutrient absorption, and metabolism. By understanding and addressing these specific nutritional needs, women can optimize their health and potentially increase their life expectancy. 3.1.8 Cultural and social factors. Cultural and social factors also play a role in shaping dietary habits and nutrition-related behaviors. Women are often more health-conscious and may prioritize their well-being and longevity. Additionally, societal expectations and gender roles may influence women to adopt healthier eating habits and take better care of their overall health. These cultural and social factors contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. In conclusion, diet and nutrition are significant factors contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women generally have healthier dietary patterns, higher nutrient intakes, better weight management practices, and consume more fiber and omega-3 fatty acids. Additionally, cultural, social, and hormonal factors also influence women's dietary habits. By adopting healthier eating habits and prioritizing nutrition, both men and women can improve their overall health and potentially increase their life expectancy. 3.2 Physical activity and exercise. Physical activity and exercise play a crucial role in maintaining overall health and well-being. They have been linked to numerous health benefits, including a longer life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the gender differences in physical activity and exercise and how they contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender differences in physical activity. Research has consistently shown that men tend to engage in higher levels of physical activity compared to women. This difference can be attributed to various factors, including societal norms, cultural expectations, and personal preferences. Historically, physical activity has been more encouraged and valued in men, while women have been expected to prioritize other responsibilities such as caregiving and household chores. The impact of physical activity on life expectancy. Regular physical activity has been associated with a reduced risk of chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. These diseases are major contributors to the gender gap in life expectancy, with men being more susceptible to them. By engaging in regular physical activity, individuals can improve their cardiovascular health, maintain a healthy weight, and enhance their overall physical and mental well-being. Benefits of physical activity for women. Increasing physical activity levels among women can have significant positive effects on their health and life expectancy. Regular exercise has been shown to improve bone density, reducing the risk of osteoporosis, a condition more prevalent in women. It also helps in maintaining a healthy weight, reducing the risk of obesity, which is associated with various health problems. Physical activity has also been linked to improved mental health outcomes in women. Exercise releases endorphins, which are known as feel-good hormones, promoting a sense of well-being and reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. Additionally, engaging in physical activity can enhance cognitive function and improve sleep quality, leading to better overall mental health. Barriers to physical activity for women. Despite the numerous benefits of physical activity, women face several barriers that may hinder their participation. These barriers include societal expectations, lack of time, childcare responsibilities, safety concerns, and limited access to sports facilities and recreational spaces. Addressing these barriers is crucial in promoting physical activity among women and narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. Strategies to promote physical activity among women. To encourage women to engage in regular physical activity, it is essential to implement strategies that address the barriers they face. Some effective strategies include education and awareness. Raising awareness about the importance of physical activity and its benefits for women's health can help change societal attitudes and norms. Creating safe and accessible spaces. Providing safe and accessible spaces for women to engage in physical activity, such as women-only gyms or community centers, can help overcome safety concerns and increase participation. Flexible exercise options. Offering a variety of exercise options that accommodate women's busy schedules, such as shorter workout sessions or online fitness classes, can make it easier for them to incorporate physical activity into their daily lives. Supportive policies. Implementing policies that promote work-life balance, such as flexible working hours and on-site childcare facilities, can enable women to prioritize physical activity. Peer support and social networks. Creating supportive environments where women can connect with others who share similar interests and goals can provide motivation and encouragement to engage in physical activity. Conclusion. Physical activity and exercise are essential for both men and women to maintain good health and increase life expectancy. However, the gender gap in physical activity levels contributes to the overall gender gap in life expectancy. By addressing the barriers women face and implementing strategies to promote physical activity among them, we can work towards closing the gender gap and ensuring that both men and women have equal opportunities to live longer, healthier lives. 3.3 Smoking and alcohol consumption. Smoking and alcohol consumption are two lifestyle factors that have a significant impact on health and longevity. Both behaviors are more prevalent among men, which contributes to the gender gap in life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the relationship between smoking, alcohol consumption, and their effects on women's longer life expectancy. 3.3.1 Smoking. Smoking is a well-known risk factor for various diseases, including cardiovascular diseases, respiratory diseases, and cancer. It is estimated that smoking is responsible for approximately 1 in 3 deaths from cancer and 1 in 4 deaths from cardiovascular diseases. Historically, smoking rates have been higher among men than women, although the gap has been narrowing in recent years. Gender differences in smoking. The higher prevalence of smoking among men has been attributed to various factors, including social norms, marketing strategies, and stress coping mechanisms. In the past, smoking was often seen as a masculine behavior, and tobacco companies targeted men through advertising campaigns that portrayed smoking as a symbol of masculinity and independence. This cultural association between smoking and masculinity has contributed to higher smoking rates among men. Health consequences of smoking. Smoking has numerous detrimental effects on health, and these effects are more pronounced in women. Women who smoke have a higher risk of developing lung cancer compared to men who smoke the same amount. Additionally, smoking increases the risk of other types of cancer, such as breast and cervical cancer. Women who smoke also have an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases, including heart attacks and strokes. Quitting smoking. Quitting smoking is one of the most important steps individuals can take to improve their health and increase their life expectancy. Studies have shown that quitting smoking at any age can significantly reduce the risk of developing smoking-related diseases. However, quitting smoking can be challenging due to nicotine addiction and the psychological and social aspects associated with smoking. 3.3.2 Alcohol consumption. Alcohol consumption is another lifestyle factor that can impact health and longevity. While moderate alcohol consumption has been associated with certain health benefits, excessive or heavy drinking can have serious consequences for both men and women. Gender differences in alcohol consumption. Men tend to consume more alcohol than women, and this difference in consumption patterns contributes to the gender gap in life expectancy. Societal norms and expectations play a role in shaping alcohol consumption behaviors, with men often encouraged to engage in heavy drinking as a sign of masculinity or social status. However, it is important to note that alcohol consumption patterns are influenced by various factors, including cultural, social, and economic factors. Health consequences of excessive alcohol consumption. Excessive alcohol consumption can lead to a range of health problems, including liver disease, cardiovascular diseases, and certain types of cancer. Women are generally more susceptible to the harmful effects of alcohol due to differences in body composition and metabolism. Women tend to have higher blood alcohol concentrations after consuming the same amount of alcohol as men, which puts them at a higher risk of alcohol-related health issues. Moderation and health benefits. While excessive alcohol consumption is detrimental to health, moderate alcohol consumption has been associated with certain health benefits, particularly for cardiovascular health. Moderate alcohol consumption is defined as up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men. However, it is important to note that these guidelines may vary depending on individual health conditions and other factors. Conclusion. Smoking and alcohol consumption are two lifestyle factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. The higher prevalence of smoking and excessive alcohol consumption among men has significant health consequences and reduces their life expectancy compared to women. Understanding the reasons behind these gender differences and promoting healthier behaviors is crucial for closing the gender gap in life expectancy. Efforts should focus on raising awareness about the health risks associated with smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, as well as providing support and resources for individuals to quit smoking and reduce their alcohol intake. By addressing these lifestyle factors, we can work towards achieving longer and healthier lives for both men and women. 3.4 Stress and coping mechanisms. Stress is an inevitable part of life that affects individuals in various ways. It can arise from external factors such as work, relationships, and financial pressures, as well as internal factors such as self-expectations and personal goals. While both men and women experience stress, research suggests that women may have different coping mechanisms that contribute to their longer life expectancy compared to men. 3.4.1 Gender differences in stress response. Stress triggers a physiological response known as the fight-or-flight response, which prepares the body to either confront or flee from a perceived threat. This response is regulated by the autonomic nervous system, which consists of the sympathetic and parasympathetic branches. Studies have shown that women tend to have a stronger parasympathetic response, which promotes relaxation and recovery after a stressful event. In contrast, men often exhibit a stronger sympathetic response, which is associated with increased heart rate, blood pressure, and cortisol levels. The differences in stress response between men and women can be attributed to hormonal factors. Estrogen, a hormone predominantly found in women, has been shown to have a protective effect against stress. It enhances the release of oxytocin, a hormone that promotes social bonding and reduces anxiety. Additionally, estrogen has been found to modulate the stress response by influencing the activity of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, which play a role in mood regulation. 3.4.2 Coping mechanisms and social support. Coping mechanisms are strategies individuals use to manage and adapt to stressful situations. Women tend to employ more adaptive coping mechanisms, such as seeking social support, expressing emotions, and engaging in problem solving. Social support networks, including close relationships with friends, family, and community, play a crucial role in buffering the negative effects of stress. Women often have larger and more diverse social networks, which provide them with emotional support, advice, and practical assistance during challenging times. In contrast, men are more likely to utilize avoidant coping mechanisms, such as distraction, denial, or substance use, which may provide temporary relief but do not address the underlying stressors. This can lead to the accumulation of chronic stress and its associated health consequences. Men also tend to have smaller social networks and may be less inclined to seek help or express their emotions openly due to societal expectations of masculinity. 3.4.3 Role of resilience. Resilience refers to an individual's ability to bounce back and adapt in the face of adversity. It plays a significant role in determining how individuals cope with stress and its impact on their overall well-being. Women have been found to exhibit higher levels of resilience compared to men, which may contribute to their ability to manage stress more effectively. Several factors contribute to women's resilience. Firstly, women often face multiple roles and responsibilities, such as caregiving, work, and household management, which require them to develop strong coping skills. Secondly, societal expectations and gender norms may encourage women to be more adaptable and flexible in the face of challenges. Lastly, women's experiences of discrimination and inequality may foster resilience by providing them with opportunities to develop strategies for overcoming adversity. 3.4.4 Health consequences of chronic stress. Chronic stress can have detrimental effects on both physical and mental health. Prolonged activation of the stress response can lead to increased inflammation, impaired immune function, and cardiovascular problems. It has also been linked to the development of chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and obesity. Furthermore, chronic stress is associated with mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, and burnout. The gender differences in stress response and coping mechanisms may contribute to the varying health outcomes observed between men and women. Women's ability to effectively manage stress and seek social support may help mitigate the negative impact of chronic stress on their health. In contrast, men's tendency to utilize avoidant coping mechanisms and reluctance to seek help may contribute to higher rates of stress-related health issues. 3.4.5 Strategies for managing stress. Regardless of gender, it is essential for individuals to develop healthy coping mechanisms to manage stress effectively. Some strategies that can be beneficial include building a strong support network. Cultivate relationships with friends, family, and community members who can provide emotional support and practical assistance during challenging times. Engaging in stress-reducing activities. Regular exercise, relaxation techniques such as meditation or deep breathing, and engaging in hobbies or activities that bring joy and relaxation can help alleviate stress. Seeking professional help. If stress becomes overwhelming or starts to impact daily functioning, seeking help from a mental health professional can provide valuable guidance and support. Practicing self-care. Prioritize self-care activities such as getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, and engaging in activities that promote relaxation and well-being. Developing problem-solving skills. Learning effective problem-solving techniques can help individuals address the root causes of stress and find practical solutions. By implementing these strategies, individuals can better manage stress and improve their overall well-being, regardless of gender. Understanding the gender differences in stress response and coping mechanisms can help individuals tailor their approach to stress management and promote healthier and longer lives. 3.5 Healthcare utilization. Healthcare utilization plays a crucial role in understanding the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have higher healthcare utilization rates compared to men, which can contribute to their longer life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the various factors that contribute to this gender disparity in healthcare utilization and its implications for women's health. 3.5.1 Access to healthcare services. Access to healthcare services is a fundamental determinant of healthcare utilization. Women generally have better access to healthcare services compared to men. This can be attributed to several factors, including cultural norms, reproductive health needs, and the availability of specialized healthcare services for women. Cultural norms often prioritize women's health, particularly during reproductive years. Women are more likely to seek regular medical checkups, including gynecological examinations and prenatal care. These routine visits provide opportunities for early detection and prevention of diseases, contributing to better health outcomes and increased life expectancy. Reproductive health needs also play a significant role in women's higher healthcare utilization rates. Women require access to contraception, family planning services, and maternal health care. These services are essential for ensuring safe pregnancies, reducing maternal mortality rates, and promoting overall women's health. Furthermore, the availability of specialized healthcare services for women, such as breast and cervical cancer screenings, contributes to higher healthcare utilization rates. Women are more likely to seek preventive screenings and early detection of diseases, leading to timely interventions and improved health outcomes. 3.5.2 Quality of healthcare. Apart from access, the quality of healthcare services also influences healthcare utilization. Women often receive higher quality healthcare compared to men, which can contribute to their longer life expectancy. This can be attributed to several factors, including gender-specific healthcare guidelines, increased awareness of women's health issues, and the presence of female healthcare providers. Gender-specific healthcare guidelines ensure that women receive appropriate screenings, treatments, and interventions tailored to their specific health needs. For example, guidelines recommend regular mammograms for breast cancer screening and pap smears for cervical cancer screening. These guidelines help in early detection and treatment of diseases, leading to improved health outcomes. Increased awareness of women's health issues has also contributed to improved healthcare quality. Efforts to raise awareness about women's health concerns, such as breast cancer and osteoporosis, have led to increased screening rates and early interventions. This increased awareness empowers women to take charge of their health and seek appropriate healthcare services. The presence of female healthcare providers also plays a significant role in improving the quality of healthcare for women. Women may feel more comfortable discussing sensitive health issues with female providers, leading to better communication and understanding. This can result in more accurate diagnoses, appropriate treatments, and improved health outcomes. 3.5.3 Health insurance coverage. Health insurance coverage is another important factor that influences healthcare utilization. Women often have higher rates of health insurance coverage compared to men, which can contribute to their increased utilization of healthcare services. This can be attributed to several factors, including employment patterns, reproductive health needs, and government policies. Employment patterns play a significant role in determining health insurance coverage. Women are more likely to have access to employer-sponsored health insurance through their own employment or as dependents on their spouse's insurance. This coverage provides women with financial protection and encourages them to seek necessary healthcare services. Reproductive health needs also contribute to higher health insurance coverage among women. Many health insurance plans cover maternity care, including prenatal visits, childbirth, and postpartum care. This coverage ensures that women have access to essential reproductive health care services, promoting better maternal and child health outcomes. Government policies also play a crucial role in ensuring health insurance coverage for women. In many countries, there are specific policies that aim to provide affordable and accessible healthcare services for women, such as the inclusion of contraception and maternity care in insurance coverage. These policies help reduce financial barriers and encourage women to utilize healthcare services. 3.5.4 Healthcare provider bias. Healthcare provider bias can also influence healthcare utilization rates among men and women. Gender biases in healthcare can result in differential treatment and access to healthcare services. While both men and women may experience biases, women are more likely to encounter biases related to their reproductive health needs and gender-specific conditions. Biases related to reproductive health can manifest in various ways, such as dismissing women's pain or attributing symptoms to hormonal changes. This can lead to delayed diagnoses and inadequate treatment. Additionally, biases related to gender-specific conditions, such as breast cancer or menopause, can result in underdiagnosis or undertreatment. Addressing healthcare provider bias is crucial for ensuring equitable healthcare utilization. Efforts to educate healthcare providers about gender biases, promote cultural competency, and encourage patient-centered care can help reduce disparities in healthcare utilization and improve health outcomes for both men and women. In conclusion, healthcare utilization is a significant factor contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have higher healthcare utilization rates compared to men, primarily due to better access to healthcare services, higher quality of care, health insurance coverage, and the presence of healthcare provider bias. Understanding and addressing these factors are essential for promoting equitable healthcare utilization and closing the gender gap in life expectancy. 3.6 Access to healthcare. Access to healthcare plays a crucial role in determining the overall health and well-being of individuals. It is a key factor in understanding why women tend to outlive men. In this section, we will explore the various aspects of access to healthcare that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 3.6.1 Gender bias in healthcare. One of the primary reasons for the gender gap in life expectancy is the presence of gender bias within the healthcare system. Historically, healthcare has been predominantly focused on men's health, with women's health concerns often being overlooked or misunderstood. This bias can result in delayed or inadequate diagnosis and treatment for women, leading to poorer health outcomes and shorter lifespans. 3.6.2 Reproductive health services. Women's reproductive health needs are unique and require specialized care. Access to reproductive health services, including family planning, prenatal care, and obstetric care, is essential for women's overall health and well-being. However, in many parts of the world, women face barriers in accessing these services due to factors such as cost, distance, cultural norms, and lack of healthcare providers trained in women's reproductive health. These barriers can have a significant impact on women's health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 3.6.3 Preventive care and screenings. Regular preventive care and screenings are vital for early detection and management of diseases. However, studies have shown that women are more likely than men to seek preventive care and screenings. This proactive approach to healthcare allows women to identify and address health issues at an earlier stage, leading to better health outcomes and increased life expectancy. In contrast, men often delay seeking medical care until their conditions have progressed, resulting in poorer health outcomes and shorter lifespans. 3.6.4 Health education and awareness. Access to healthcare is not just about physical access to medical facilities, it also includes access to health education and awareness. Women tend to be more proactive in seeking health information and engaging in health-promoting behaviors. They are more likely to be aware of the importance of healthy lifestyle choices, such as maintaining a balanced diet, engaging in regular physical activity, and avoiding harmful behaviors like smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. This increased health literacy and awareness contribute to women's longer life expectancy. 3.6.5 Financial barriers. Financial barriers can significantly impact access to healthcare, particularly for marginalized populations. Women, on average, tend to have lower incomes and face greater financial challenges than men. This economic disparity can limit their ability to afford healthcare services, medications, and health insurance coverage. As a result, women may delay or forego necessary medical care, leading to poorer health outcomes and shorter lifespans. 3.6.6 Cultural and social factors. Cultural and social factors also play a role in women's access to healthcare. In some societies, gender norms and expectations restrict women's autonomy and decision-making power regarding their health. This can limit their ability to seek medical care, especially for sensitive issues such as reproductive health or mental health. Additionally, social support networks, including family and community, can influence women's access to healthcare. Lack of support or encouragement to prioritize their health needs can further contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 3.6.7 Intersectionality in healthcare access. It is important to recognize that access to healthcare is not solely determined by gender but is also influenced by other intersecting factors such as race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, and geographic location. Women from marginalized communities often face compounded barriers to healthcare access, exacerbating the gender gap in life expectancy. Intersectional approaches that address these multiple dimensions of inequality are crucial in ensuring equitable access to healthcare for all individuals. In conclusion, access to healthcare is a significant factor contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender bias within the healthcare system, limited access to reproductive health services, disparities in preventive care and screenings, financial barriers, cultural and social factors, and intersectionality all play a role in shaping women's access to healthcare. Addressing these barriers and promoting equitable access to healthcare for all individuals is essential in closing the gender gap and improving overall health outcomes. 4. Sociocultural factors. 4.1 Gender roles and expectations. Gender roles and expectations play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Throughout history, societies have assigned different roles and responsibilities to men and women, which have had a profound impact on their health and longevity. In this section, we will explore how gender roles and expectations contribute to the disparity in life expectancy between men and women. 4.1.1 Traditional gender roles. Traditional gender roles have often placed men in positions of power and authority, while women have been expected to prioritize their roles as caregivers and homemakers. These societal expectations have influenced various aspects of men and women's lives, including their access to resources, opportunities, and healthcare. Occupational hazards. One area where gender roles have a significant impact is in the workforce. Historically, men have been more likely to engage in physically demanding and hazardous occupations, such as mining, construction, and military service. These occupations expose men to higher risks of injury, accidents, and exposure to harmful substances, which can have long-term health consequences. On the other hand, women have traditionally been more involved in occupations that are less physically demanding and have lower occupational hazards. Stress and mental health. Gender roles also influence the way men and women experience and cope with stress. Men are often expected to be strong, stoic, and self-reliant, which can discourage them from seeking help or support when facing mental health challenges. This can lead to higher rates of undiagnosed and untreated mental health conditions among men. In contrast, women are generally encouraged to express their emotions and seek support from their social networks, which can contribute to better mental health outcomes. 4.1.2 Societal expectations and health behaviors. Societal expectations regarding gender roles can also influence health behaviors and lifestyle choices, which in turn impact life expectancy. Health-seeking behavior. Women are often socialized to prioritize their health and seek medical care more frequently than men. This can result in earlier detection and treatment of health conditions, leading to better health outcomes and increased life expectancy. In contrast, men may be more reluctant to seek medical attention due to societal expectations of self-reliance and stoicism, which can delay the diagnosis and treatment of health issues. Risk-taking behavior. Gender roles can also influence risk-taking behavior, which can have significant implications for health and longevity. Men are often encouraged to engage in more risky behaviors, such as excessive alcohol consumption, smoking, and reckless driving. These behaviors increase the risk of developing chronic diseases, accidents, and premature death. Women, on the other hand, are generally discouraged from engaging in such risky behaviors, which may contribute to their lower mortality rates. 4.1.3 Gender inequality and empowerment. Gender inequality and the lack of empowerment also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. In many societies, women face systemic barriers that limit their access to education, employment, and decision-making power. These barriers can have a detrimental impact on their health and well-being. Education and empowerment. Access to education is a crucial factor in determining health outcomes. Women with higher levels of education tend to have better health knowledge, make informed health decisions, and have greater control over their lives. Conversely, limited access to education can result in lower health literacy, reduced economic opportunities, and increased vulnerability to health risks. Violence and abuse. Gender-based violence and abuse are prevalent issues that disproportionately affect women. These experiences can have severe physical and psychological consequences, leading to increased rates of chronic diseases, mental health disorders, and mortality. The fear of violence and abuse can also limit women's mobility and access to healthcare, further exacerbating health disparities. 4.1.4 Changing gender roles and expectations. While traditional gender roles and expectations have contributed to the gender gap in life expectancy, there have been significant shifts in recent decades. Societies are becoming more aware of the importance of gender equality and are working towards dismantling gender stereotypes and promoting equal opportunities for men and women. Gender equality in health. Promoting gender equality can have positive implications for health outcomes. When women have equal access to education, employment, and decision-making power, they are more likely to prioritize their health, make informed health choices, and seek appropriate health care when needed. Gender equality also benefits men by challenging harmful stereotypes and encouraging them to prioritize their well-being. Redefining masculinity. Redefining masculinity is another important aspect of closing the gender gap in life expectancy. Encouraging men to challenge traditional notions of masculinity and embrace a more holistic approach to health can lead to better health outcomes. This includes promoting emotional expression, seeking help for mental health issues, and adopting healthier lifestyle behaviors. In conclusion, gender roles and expectations have a significant impact on the gender gap in life expectancy. Traditional gender roles have assigned men and women different roles and responsibilities, influencing their access to resources, opportunities, and healthcare. Societal expectations regarding gender roles also shape health behaviors, risk-taking tendencies, and health-seeking behavior. Gender inequality and lack of empowerment further contribute to health disparities. However, as societies progress towards gender equality and challenge traditional gender norms, there is hope for closing the gender gap in life expectancy and improving the health and well-being of both men and women. 4.2 Occupational hazards. Occupational hazards play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. The nature of work and the specific hazards associated with certain occupations can have a profound impact on the health and well-being of individuals, particularly women. In this section, we will explore how occupational hazards contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy and the specific challenges faced by women in the workforce. 4.2.1 Physical hazards. Many occupations involve exposure to physical hazards that can have long-term health consequences. These hazards include heavy lifting, repetitive motions, exposure to harmful substances, and working in dangerous environments. Certain industries, such as construction, manufacturing, and mining, are known for their physically demanding nature and higher rates of workplace injuries and fatalities. While both men and women can be exposed to physical hazards at work, women often face unique challenges. Historically, many industries have been male-dominated, and the work environment and safety measures have been designed with men in mind. This can result in inadequate protection and safety protocols for women, leading to a higher risk of injuries and health issues. Additionally, women may be more vulnerable to certain physical hazards due to physiological differences, such as lower muscle mass and bone density. 4.2.2 Chemical and biological hazards. Certain occupations involve exposure to chemical and biological hazards that can have long-term health effects. For example, healthcare workers may be exposed to infectious diseases, while agricultural workers may come into contact with pesticides and other harmful chemicals. Exposure to these hazards can increase the risk of various health conditions, including respiratory diseases, cancers, and reproductive disorders. Women may face specific challenges when it comes to chemical and biological hazards in the workplace. For instance, female healthcare workers may be at a higher risk of contracting certain infectious diseases due to their higher representation in the profession. Additionally, women of reproductive age may be more susceptible to the adverse effects of certain chemicals, which can impact their fertility and overall health. 4.2.3 Psychosocial hazards. Occupational hazards are not limited to physical and chemical factors. Psychosocial hazards also play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Psychosocial hazards refer to the social and psychological aspects of work that can negatively impact an individual's mental and emotional well-being. These hazards include high job demands, low job control, long working hours, workplace bullying, and job insecurity. Women may be more vulnerable to certain psychosocial hazards due to various factors. For example, women often face gender-based discrimination and harassment in the workplace, which can lead to increased stress levels and mental health issues. Additionally, women are more likely to be employed in low-wage and precarious jobs, which are associated with higher levels of job insecurity and stress. 4.2.4 Occupational segregation. Occupational segregation, the concentration of men and women in different types of jobs, is another factor that contributes to the gender gap in life expectancy. Certain occupations, such as construction and mining, are predominantly male-dominated, while others, such as nursing and teaching, are predominantly female-dominated. These gendered patterns of occupational segregation can result in differential exposure to occupational hazards and health risks. Male-dominated occupations often involve higher levels of physical hazards, while female-dominated occupations may involve higher levels of psychosocial hazards. This occupational segregation can lead to disparities in health outcomes between men and women. For example, men may face a higher risk of workplace injuries and fatalities, while women may experience higher levels of stress and mental health issues. 4.2.5 Work-life balance. The gender gap in life expectancy is also influenced by the challenges women face in balancing work and family responsibilities. Women often bear a disproportionate burden of unpaid caregiving and household work, which can lead to increased stress and limited opportunities for self-care. The lack of work-life balance can have detrimental effects on women's physical and mental health, contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. Furthermore, women may face barriers in accessing occupational health and safety resources and support due to their caregiving responsibilities. This can result in a lack of awareness about workplace hazards and limited opportunities for training and education on occupational health and safety. In conclusion, occupational hazards significantly contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Physical, chemical, and psychosocial hazards, as well as occupational segregation and work-life balance challenges, all play a role in shaping the health outcomes of men and women in the workforce. Addressing these occupational hazards and promoting gender equality in the workplace are crucial steps towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and ensuring healthier and longer lives for all. 4.3 Social support networks. Social support networks play a crucial role in the overall well-being and longevity of individuals. These networks consist of family, friends, and community members who provide emotional, practical, and informational support. In the context of gender differences in life expectancy, social support networks have been found to be particularly influential. Research suggests that women tend to have stronger and more extensive social support networks compared to men, which may contribute to their longer life expectancy. 4.3.1 Importance of social support. Social support has been recognized as a significant determinant of health and well-being. It encompasses various forms of support, including emotional support, instrumental support, and informational support. Emotional support involves the provision of empathy, love, and understanding, while instrumental support refers to tangible assistance such as financial help or practical aid. Informational support involves the provision of advice, guidance, and information. Having a strong social support network has been associated with numerous health benefits. It can help individuals cope with stress, reduce the risk of mental health issues, enhance immune function, and promote healthier lifestyle behaviors. Social support networks can also provide a sense of belonging, purpose, and meaning in life, which are essential for overall well-being. 4.3.2 Gender differences in social support networks. Research consistently indicates that women tend to have larger and more diverse social support networks compared to men. There are several reasons why this gender difference exists. Firstly, societal expectations and gender roles often encourage women to prioritize relationships and maintain strong social connections. Women are often socialized to be more nurturing, empathetic, and communal, which may facilitate the development of close relationships. Secondly, women tend to engage in more frequent and intimate communication with their social network members. They are more likely to seek emotional support and share their feelings and concerns with others. This open communication fosters stronger bonds and deeper connections within their social support networks. Thirdly, women often have more opportunities for social interaction due to their roles in caregiving and community involvement. Women are more likely to be involved in activities such as parenting, volunteering, and caregiving for elderly family members. These roles provide opportunities for social engagement and the formation of supportive relationships. 4.3.3 Benefits of social support for women's health. The stronger social support networks that women tend to have can have significant implications for their health and well-being. Firstly, social support has been found to buffer the negative effects of stress on health. Women who have access to supportive relationships may experience lower levels of stress and better stress management skills, which can protect against the development of stress-related health conditions. Secondly, social support networks can provide women with practical assistance and resources. This can be particularly beneficial in times of illness or caregiving responsibilities. Having someone to rely on for help with daily tasks, transportation, or emotional support can alleviate the burden and improve overall well-being. Thirdly, social support networks can positively influence health behaviors. Women who have supportive relationships are more likely to engage in healthy lifestyle behaviors such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and adherence to medical treatments. The encouragement and accountability provided by social support can contribute to better health outcomes. 4.3.4 Addressing gender differences in social support. Recognizing the importance of social support networks in women's longer life expectancy, it is essential to address the gender differences in social support and promote the development of strong support networks for men as well. Encouraging men to prioritize relationships, express emotions, and seek support when needed can help bridge the gap in social support. Furthermore, interventions and programs can be implemented to enhance social support networks for both men and women. These initiatives can include community-based support groups, educational programs on building and maintaining relationships, and workplace policies that promote work-life balance and social connection. In conclusion, social support networks play a vital role in women's longer life expectancy. Women tend to have stronger and more extensive social support networks compared to men, which can contribute to their overall well-being and longevity. Recognizing the importance of social support and addressing the gender differences in social support can help promote healthier and longer lives for both men and women. 4.4 Education and Empowerment. Education and empowerment play a crucial role in understanding why women tend to outlive men. Throughout history, women have faced various challenges and inequalities in accessing education and opportunities for personal growth. However, as societies have progressed, the gender gap in education has narrowed, leading to positive outcomes for women's health and longevity. 4.4.1 Education and Health. Education has a profound impact on health outcomes, and it is closely linked to life expectancy. Studies consistently show that individuals with higher levels of education tend to live longer and have better overall health. This relationship holds true for both men and women, but the benefits of education are particularly pronounced for women. 4.4.1.1 Knowledge and Awareness. Education equips individuals with knowledge and awareness about health-related issues, enabling them to make informed decisions about their well-being. Women who receive education are more likely to have a better understanding of preventive healthcare measures, such as regular checkups, vaccinations, and screenings. This knowledge empowers women to take proactive steps in managing their health, leading to improved longevity. 4.4.1.2 Health Literacy. Education also enhances health literacy, which refers to an individual's ability to understand and navigate the healthcare system. Women who are educated are more likely to have the skills to access and utilize healthcare services effectively. They can interpret medical information, communicate with healthcare providers, and advocate for their own health needs. This increased health literacy contributes to better health outcomes and longer life expectancy. 4.4.1.3 Socioeconomic status. Education is closely linked to socioeconomic status, and higher levels of education often lead to better job opportunities and higher income. Women who are educated have a greater likelihood of securing stable employment and achieving financial independence. This socioeconomic advantage translates into improved access to healthcare, better nutrition, and a healthier lifestyle, all of which contribute to longer life expectancy. 4.4.2 Empowerment and Autonomy. Empowerment is another critical factor that influences women's longevity. When women are empowered, they have greater control over their lives, including their health decisions. Empowered women are more likely to prioritize their well-being, seek healthcare when needed, and make choices that promote a healthy lifestyle. 4.4.2.1 Decision-making power. Education plays a pivotal role in empowering women by providing them with the knowledge and skills necessary to make informed decisions about their health. When women are educated, they are more likely to have the confidence and autonomy to make choices that positively impact their well-being. This includes decisions related to reproductive health, family planning, and lifestyle behaviors. 4.4.2.2 Gender equality. Education and empowerment are closely intertwined with gender equality. As societies strive for gender equality, women gain more opportunities for education and personal growth. When women have equal access to education, they can break free from traditional gender roles and expectations that may limit their choices and opportunities. This empowerment allows women to lead healthier lives and ultimately contributes to their longer life expectancy. 4.4.3 Breaking stereotypes and challenging norms. Education and empowerment also play a crucial role in challenging gender stereotypes and societal norms that can negatively impact women's health. By providing women with education, they are equipped with the tools to challenge harmful beliefs and practices that may contribute to health disparities. 4.4.3.1 Gender-based violence. Education empowers women to recognize and address gender-based violence, which can have severe physical and mental health consequences. When women are educated, they are more likely to seek support, report abuse, and break free from abusive relationships. This empowerment contributes to improved overall health and well-being. 4.4.3.2 Reproductive health. Education is instrumental in promoting reproductive health and family planning. When women have access to education, they can make informed decisions about their reproductive health, including when to start a family and the spacing between children. This knowledge empowers women to take control of their reproductive choices, leading to healthier pregnancies and better maternal health outcomes. 4.4.4 Closing the gender gap. While progress has been made in narrowing the gender gap in education and empowerment, there is still work to be done. Societies must continue to prioritize equal access to education for both men and women, ensuring that all individuals have the opportunity to reach their full potential. Closing the gender gap in education and empowerment will not only benefit women but also contribute to a more equitable and healthier society as a whole. By providing women with education and empowering them to make informed decisions about their health, we can continue to bridge the gender gap in life expectancy and promote longer, healthier lives for all. 5. Economic factors. 5.1 Income disparities. Income disparities between men and women have been a significant factor contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. Throughout history, women have consistently earned less than men, leading to financial disadvantages that have long-lasting effects on their health and well-being. 5.1.1 Wage gap. One of the main reasons for income disparities is the persistent wage gap between men and women. Despite advancements in gender equality, women continue to earn less than their male counterparts for performing the same job. This wage gap not only affects women's current income but also has long-term consequences for their financial security and access to healthcare. 5.1.2 Occupational segregation. Another factor contributing to income disparities is occupational segregation. Women are often concentrated in lower-paying jobs and industries, while men dominate higher-paying professions. This occupational segregation limits women's earning potential and hinders their ability to accumulate wealth and assets over time. 5.1.3 Unpaid work. In addition to the wage gap and occupational segregation, women also bear a disproportionate burden of unpaid work, such as caregiving and household responsibilities. This unpaid work often goes unrecognized and undervalued, leading to financial insecurity for women. The time spent on unpaid work reduces women's opportunities for paid employment and career advancement, further exacerbating income disparities. 5.1.4 Retirement and pension systems. Income disparities also impact women's retirement and pension systems. Due to lower lifetime earnings, women tend to receive smaller pensions and retirement benefits compared to men. This financial disadvantage can lead to increased poverty rates among elderly women, making it difficult for them to afford healthcare and maintain a good quality of life in their later years. 5.1.5 Poverty and social welfare. The income disparities between men and women contribute to higher poverty rates among women, particularly in old age. Women who have experienced lower incomes throughout their lives are more likely to face financial hardships and rely on social welfare programs for support. However, these programs are often insufficient to meet their needs, leaving them vulnerable to health issues and reduced life expectancy. 5.1.6 Access to healthcare. Income disparities also affect women's access to healthcare. Women with lower incomes may struggle to afford health insurance or face limited options for healthcare providers. This lack of access to quality healthcare can result in delayed or inadequate medical treatment, leading to poorer health outcomes and shorter life expectancy. 5.1.7 Health behaviors. Income disparities can influence health behaviors and lifestyle choices. Women with lower incomes may have limited resources to invest in healthy food, exercise facilities, or stress-reducing activities. As a result, they may be more likely to engage in unhealthy behaviors such as poor nutrition, sedentary lifestyles, and higher rates of smoking and alcohol consumption. These behaviors can have detrimental effects on their health and contribute to a shorter lifespan. 5.1.8 Psychological stress. Financial insecurity and income disparities can also lead to psychological stress, which has been linked to various health problems. Women who face economic hardships may experience higher levels of stress, anxiety, and depression, which can negatively impact their overall well-being and increase the risk of developing chronic diseases. The cumulative effect of these stressors can further contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 5.1.9 Intersectionality. It is important to acknowledge that income disparities are not solely based on gender but are also influenced by other intersecting factors such as race, ethnicity, and social class. Women from marginalized communities often face even greater income disparities and health inequalities, compounding the challenges they face in achieving longer and healthier lives. In conclusion, income disparities play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. The wage gap, occupational segregation, unpaid work, and limited access to retirement benefits contribute to women's lower incomes and financial insecurity. These economic factors, in turn, affect women's access to healthcare, health behaviors, and overall well-being. Addressing income disparities and promoting gender equality in the workforce are crucial steps towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and ensuring a healthier and more equitable future for all. 5.2 Retirement and pension systems. Retirement and pension systems play a crucial role in the lives of individuals, particularly in their later years. These systems provide financial support to individuals after they have reached a certain age and are no longer able to work. However, when it comes to the gender gap in life expectancy, retirement and pension systems can have a significant impact on women's longevity. 5.2.1 Gender differences in retirement age. One of the factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy is the difference in retirement age between men and women. In many countries, women tend to retire earlier than men, often due to various factors such as societal norms, family responsibilities, and the impact of childbirth and child-rearing on their careers. This early retirement can have both positive and negative effects on women's longevity. On one hand, early retirement can provide women with the opportunity to rest and take care of their health, potentially leading to a longer life. It allows them to reduce stress levels, engage in leisure activities, and focus on their well-being. Additionally, early retirement may provide women with more time to spend with their families and loved ones, which can contribute to their overall happiness and satisfaction. On the other hand, early retirement can also have negative consequences for women's longevity. Retiring early means that women may have fewer years of contributions to their pension funds, resulting in lower retirement benefits. This can lead to financial insecurity in their later years, which can have a detrimental impact on their overall well-being and access to healthcare. Financial stress can increase the risk of mental health issues and limit women's ability to afford necessary medical treatments and services. 5.2.2 Gender pay gap and pension disparities. Another important aspect of retirement and pension systems that contributes to the gender gap in life expectancy is the gender pay gap and the resulting pension disparities. Women, on average, earn less than men in many countries and face challenges in achieving pay parity. This pay gap has a direct impact on the amount of money women are able to save for retirement and the level of pension benefits they receive. The gender pay gap not only affects women's current income but also has long-term consequences for their retirement savings. Lower earnings mean that women have less money to contribute to their pension funds, resulting in smaller retirement benefits. This disparity in pension benefits can have a significant impact on women's financial security and their ability to afford healthcare and other essential needs in their later years. Furthermore, women are more likely to have interrupted careers due to caregiving responsibilities, such as raising children or caring for elderly family members. These career interruptions can further exacerbate the gender pay gap and result in even lower pension benefits for women. The lack of recognition and compensation for caregiving work can have long-lasting effects on women's financial well-being and their ability to save for retirement. 5.2.3 Pension systems and gender bias. In addition to the gender pay gap, pension systems themselves can be biased and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Many pension systems are based on traditional employment models that do not adequately account for the unique challenges faced by women in the workforce. These systems often assume continuous and uninterrupted employment, which may not reflect the reality for many women. For example, pension systems may not consider periods of part-time work, career breaks, or self-employment when calculating pension benefits. This can result in lower pension benefits for women who have had non-traditional career paths or have taken time off for caregiving responsibilities. The lack of flexibility and recognition of diverse work patterns can perpetuate gender disparities in retirement income and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Furthermore, some pension systems have age-related eligibility criteria that may disadvantage women. For instance, if the retirement age is set at a certain number of years of service, women who have had career interruptions may not meet the eligibility requirements, resulting in reduced or delayed pension benefits. These systemic biases can have a significant impact on women's financial security and their ability to maintain a healthy and fulfilling life in their later years. 5.2.4 Addressing the gender gap in retirement and pension systems. To address the gender gap in life expectancy, it is crucial to address the disparities in retirement and pension systems. This requires a multifaceted approach that tackles both the systemic biases within these systems and the underlying factors that contribute to gender disparities in retirement income. Firstly, there is a need to promote gender equality in the workforce and address the gender pay gap. This includes implementing policies and initiatives that ensure equal pay for equal work, promoting women's career advancement opportunities, and providing support for work-life balance. By closing the gender pay gap, women will have the opportunity to save more for retirement and receive fair and adequate pension benefits. Secondly, pension systems need to be reformed to account for the diverse work patterns and career interruptions experienced by women. This includes recognizing and valuing caregiving work, providing pension credits for periods of part-time work or career breaks, and ensuring flexibility in retirement age eligibility criteria. By making pension systems more inclusive and responsive to women's needs, the gender gap in retirement income can be reduced. Lastly, there is a need for comprehensive social protection systems that provide a safety net for individuals, particularly in their later years. This includes ensuring access to affordable healthcare, affordable housing, and social welfare programs that address the specific needs of women. By providing adequate support and resources, women can have a better quality of life in their retirement years, leading to improved overall well-being and increased life expectancy. In conclusion, retirement and pension systems have a significant impact on the gender gap in life expectancy. The differences in retirement age, pension disparities, and systemic biases within these systems contribute to women's lower longevity compared to men. Addressing these disparities requires a comprehensive approach that promotes gender equality in the workforce, reforms pension systems, and provides comprehensive social protection. By closing the gender gap in retirement and pension systems, we can work towards achieving a longer and healthier life for all individuals, regardless of gender. 5.3 Wealth and asset accumulation. Wealth and asset accumulation play a significant role in determining the quality of life and overall well-being of individuals. In the context of gender differences in life expectancy, the accumulation of wealth and assets can have a profound impact on women's longevity. This section will explore the relationship between wealth, asset accumulation, and the gender gap in life expectancy. 5.3.1 Gender wealth gap. One of the key factors contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy is the disparity in wealth accumulation between men and women. Historically, women have faced numerous barriers that have limited their ability to accumulate wealth. These barriers include gender pay gaps, occupational segregation, and limited access to education and employment opportunities. The gender wealth gap is a result of these systemic inequalities. Women, on average, tend to have lower incomes and accumulate less wealth compared to men. This disparity is further exacerbated by factors such as the gender pay gap, which leads to women earning less over their lifetimes. As a result, women often have fewer financial resources to invest in their health and well-being, leading to potential health disparities and a shorter life expectancy. 5.3.2 Retirement and Pension Systems. Retirement and pension systems also play a crucial role in wealth accumulation and, consequently, life expectancy. In many countries, retirement and pension systems are structured in a way that disadvantages women. For example, women are more likely to take breaks from their careers to care for children or elderly family members, resulting in lower contributions to pension funds. Additionally, women tend to have longer life expectancies than men, which means they require more financial resources to sustain themselves in retirement. Furthermore, the gender pay gap can have a significant impact on the amount of pension women receive. Since pensions are often based on earnings, lower lifetime earnings for women translate into lower pension benefits. This disparity in retirement and pension systems contributes to the gender gap in life expectancy, as women may face financial difficulties in their later years, leading to poorer health outcomes. 5.3.3 Inheritance and intergenerational wealth. Inheritance and intergenerational wealth transfer also play a role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Traditionally, men have been more likely to inherit wealth and assets from their families, while women have been excluded or received smaller inheritances. This disparity in inheritance patterns can have long-term consequences for women's financial security and overall well-being. The limited access to inherited wealth and assets can impact women's ability to invest in their health and well-being. It can also limit their opportunities for economic empowerment and independence. Without the necessary financial resources, women may face challenges in accessing quality healthcare, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and securing their future. 5.3.4 Economic empowerment and longevity. Economic empowerment plays a crucial role in improving women's life expectancy. When women have access to economic resources, they can invest in their health, education, and overall well-being. Economic empowerment allows women to make informed decisions about their health, access healthcare services, and adopt healthier lifestyles. Studies have shown that when women have control over financial resources, they are more likely to prioritize their health and well-being. They are also more likely to seek preventive healthcare services, which can contribute to early detection and treatment of diseases. Additionally, economic empowerment can provide women with the means to escape abusive relationships and improve their overall quality of life. 5.3.5 Closing the wealth gap. Closing the wealth gap between men and women is crucial for reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. This requires addressing systemic barriers that limit women's access to education, employment, and equal pay. Policies that promote gender equality in the workplace, such as pay equity measures and family-friendly policies, can help bridge the wealth gap. Furthermore, improving financial literacy and providing women with opportunities for wealth accumulation, such as access to affordable credit and investment options, can contribute to closing the wealth gap. Empowering women to make informed financial decisions and providing them with the necessary tools and resources can have a positive impact on their long-term financial security and overall well-being. In conclusion, wealth and asset accumulation significantly influence the gender gap in life expectancy. The gender wealth gap, disparities in retirement and pension systems, limited access to inheritance and intergenerational wealth, and economic empowerment all contribute to differences in women's longevity. Addressing these economic factors and promoting gender equality in wealth accumulation are essential steps towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and improving the overall well-being of women. 5.4 Poverty and social welfare. Poverty and social welfare play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Women are more likely to experience poverty and face greater challenges in accessing social welfare programs, which can have a detrimental impact on their health and overall well-being. In this section, we will explore the relationship between poverty, social welfare, and the gender gap in life expectancy. 5.4.1 Poverty and its impact on women's health. Poverty is a complex issue that affects individuals and communities worldwide. It is often associated with limited access to resources, including healthcare, education, and employment opportunities. Women are disproportionately affected by poverty, with higher rates of poverty compared to men in many countries. The impact of poverty on women's health is multifaceted. Limited financial resources can restrict access to quality healthcare services, preventive screenings, and essential medications. Women living in poverty may delay seeking medical care due to financial constraints, leading to the progression of health conditions and poorer health outcomes. Furthermore, poverty can contribute to unhealthy living conditions, inadequate nutrition, and increased exposure to environmental hazards. These factors can increase the risk of chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and respiratory illnesses, which can ultimately shorten life expectancy. 5.4.2 Social welfare programs and gender disparities. Social welfare programs are designed to provide support and assistance to individuals and families in need. However, gender disparities exist within these programs, which can further exacerbate the gender gap in life expectancy. In many societies, women are more likely to be the primary caregivers for children, the elderly, and individuals with disabilities. This caregiving responsibility often limits their ability to participate in the workforce and earn a stable income. As a result, women are more reliant on social welfare programs to meet their basic needs. Unfortunately, social welfare programs are not always designed to address the specific needs and challenges faced by women. They may not adequately consider the unique circumstances of women, such as their caregiving responsibilities, lower wages, and higher rates of poverty. As a result, women may receive less support from these programs, leading to increased vulnerability and poorer health outcomes. 5.4.3 Intersectionality, Poverty, Social Welfare, and Gender. It is important to recognize that the impact of poverty and social welfare on women's health is not uniform across all women. Intersectionality, which considers the overlapping effects of various social identities, such as race, ethnicity, and age, must be taken into account. Women from marginalized communities, such as racial and ethnic minorities, may face additional barriers in accessing social welfare programs and resources. Discrimination and systemic inequalities can further compound the challenges faced by these women, leading to even greater disparities in health outcomes. Addressing the gender gap in life expectancy requires a comprehensive approach that considers the intersectionality of poverty, social welfare, and gender. It is crucial to develop policies and programs that are inclusive, equitable, and responsive to the unique needs of women from diverse backgrounds. 5.4.4 Empowering women through social welfare. To close the gender gap in life expectancy, it is essential to empower women through social welfare programs. This can be achieved through various strategies. Gender-sensitive policies. Governments and policymakers should develop gender-sensitive policies that address the specific needs and challenges faced by women. This includes ensuring equal access to social welfare programs, healthcare services, and economic opportunities. Economic empowerment. Promoting women's economic empowerment can help alleviate poverty and improve overall well-being. This can be achieved through initiatives such as providing vocational training, promoting entrepreneurship, and ensuring equal pay for equal work. Investment in education. Access to quality education is crucial for breaking the cycle of poverty. Investing in girls' education can empower them to make informed decisions about their health, pursue higher-paying job opportunities, and contribute to their communities. Social support networks. Building strong social support networks can provide women with the necessary resources and assistance to overcome the challenges associated with poverty. This can include community-based organizations, support groups, and mentorship programs. Addressing systemic inequalities. Tackling systemic inequalities, such as gender discrimination and racial disparities, is essential for creating a more equitable society. This requires challenging societal norms, promoting gender equality, and advocating for policies that address structural barriers. By addressing poverty and social welfare from a gender perspective, we can work towards reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. Empowering women and ensuring their access to resources and opportunities will not only improve their health outcomes but also contribute to the overall well-being of society as a whole. 6. Healthcare disparities. 6.1 Access to healthcare services. Access to healthcare services plays a crucial role in determining the overall health and well-being of individuals. In the context of gender differences in life expectancy, it is important to examine how access to healthcare services may contribute to the longer life expectancy of women compared to men. This section will explore the various factors that influence access to healthcare services and how they may contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 6.1.1 Healthcare disparities. Healthcare disparities refer to differences in access to and quality of healthcare services among different population groups. These disparities can be influenced by various factors, including socioeconomic status, race, ethnicity, and gender. When it comes to gender, women generally have better access to healthcare services compared to men. This is partly due to the fact that women tend to seek healthcare more frequently, especially during their reproductive years. 6.1.2 Gender bias in healthcare. Despite women having better access to healthcare services, gender bias can still exist within the healthcare system. Gender bias refers to the differential treatment of individuals based on their gender, which can result in disparities in healthcare outcomes. For example, women's health concerns may be dismissed or downplayed, leading to delayed or inadequate treatment. Additionally, certain health conditions that predominantly affect men, such as prostate cancer, may receive less attention and research funding compared to conditions that predominantly affect women. 6.1.3 Reproductive healthcare. One area where women have a distinct advantage in terms of access to healthcare services is reproductive healthcare. Women require regular checkups, screenings, and access to contraception and family planning services. These services not only contribute to women's overall health but also play a significant role in preventing maternal and infant mortality. In contrast, men generally have fewer routine healthcare needs related to reproductive health, which may contribute to their lower utilization of healthcare services. 6.1.4 Preventive care and screenings. Preventive care and screenings are essential for early detection and management of various health conditions. Women tend to be more proactive in seeking preventive care, such as regular checkups, mammograms, and pap smears. These screenings can help detect conditions like breast and cervical cancer at an early stage, leading to better treatment outcomes. On the other hand, men often underutilize preventive care services, which may result in delayed diagnosis and treatment of conditions such as prostate cancer and cardiovascular disease. 6.1.5 Health insurance coverage. Health insurance coverage is a critical factor in determining access to healthcare services. In many countries, women are more likely to have health insurance coverage compared to men. This can be attributed to various factors, including women's higher utilization of healthcare services and the inclusion of reproductive healthcare services in insurance coverage. Having health insurance provides women with financial protection and facilitates their access to a wide range of healthcare services. 6.1.6 Barriers to healthcare access for men. While women generally have better access to healthcare services, men face certain barriers that may contribute to their lower life expectancy. One significant barrier is the societal expectation of masculinity, which often discourages men from seeking healthcare. Men may feel pressured to appear strong and self-reliant, leading them to delay or avoid seeking medical attention. This can result in delayed diagnosis and treatment of health conditions, ultimately impacting their overall health and longevity. 6.1.7 Geographic and rural disparities. Access to healthcare services can also vary based on geographic location. Rural areas often face challenges in terms of healthcare infrastructure and availability of healthcare providers. This can disproportionately affect both men and women living in rural areas, limiting their access to timely and quality healthcare services. Lack of transportation options and long travel distances can further exacerbate the healthcare disparities faced by individuals in rural communities. 6.1.8 Intersectionality and access to healthcare. It is important to recognize that access to healthcare is influenced by multiple intersecting factors, including gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, and age. For example, women of color and those from lower socioeconomic backgrounds may face additional barriers to healthcare access due to systemic inequalities. Intersectionality acknowledges the unique experiences and challenges faced by individuals who belong to multiple marginalized groups, and it is crucial to address these intersecting factors when examining healthcare disparities. In conclusion, access to healthcare services is a significant factor contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. While women generally have better access to healthcare services, gender bias and societal expectations can still impact the quality of care received. Men, on the other hand, face barriers such as societal expectations of masculinity and underutilization of preventive care services. Addressing these disparities and promoting equal access to healthcare for all individuals, regardless of gender, is essential in closing the gender gap in life expectancy. 6.2 Quality of healthcare. Quality of healthcare plays a crucial role in determining the overall health and well-being of individuals. It encompasses various aspects such as access to healthcare services, healthcare provider bias, health insurance coverage, and the effectiveness of medical treatments. In the context of the gender gap in life expectancy, the quality of healthcare received by women and men can significantly impact their longevity. This section explores the factors that contribute to the gender disparity in the quality of healthcare and its implications for women's health. 6.2.1 Gender bias in healthcare. One of the key factors influencing the quality of healthcare is the presence of gender bias within the healthcare system. Gender bias refers to the differential treatment of individuals based on their gender, leading to disparities in the diagnosis, treatment, and management of health conditions. Unfortunately, gender bias is prevalent in many healthcare settings, and it can have detrimental effects on women's health outcomes. 6.2.1.1 Diagnostic bias. Diagnostic bias occurs when healthcare providers attribute different symptoms or severity levels to women compared to men, leading to delayed or inaccurate diagnoses. This bias can be particularly evident in conditions that predominantly affect women, such as autoimmune diseases or mental health disorders. Women may experience dismissive attitudes or be labeled as overreacting or hysterical, which can result in delayed or inadequate treatment. 6.2.1.2 Treatment bias. Treatment bias refers to the differences in treatment options and approaches provided to women and men with similar health conditions. Women may receive less aggressive or appropriate treatment compared to men, leading to poorer health outcomes. For example, women experiencing heart attacks may be less likely to receive timely interventions such as cardiac catheterization or bypass surgery, which can contribute to higher mortality rates. 6.2.1.3 Research bias. Research bias occurs when medical research predominantly focuses on male participants, leading to a lack of understanding of how certain conditions or treatments affect women. This can result in gender-specific health issues being overlooked or under-researched, leading to suboptimal healthcare for women. It is crucial to address this bias by promoting gender-inclusive research and ensuring that women are adequately represented in clinical trials. 6.2.2 Access to healthcare services. Access to healthcare services is another critical aspect of healthcare quality that can contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women may face unique barriers that limit their access to timely and appropriate healthcare, including financial constraints, lack of transportation, and childcare responsibilities. These barriers can prevent women from seeking preventive care, timely screenings, and necessary treatments, ultimately impacting their health outcomes. 6.2.2.1 Financial barriers. Financial barriers, such as lack of health insurance or high out-of-pocket costs, can disproportionately affect women's access to healthcare. Women may be more likely to have lower incomes or work in jobs that do not offer comprehensive health insurance coverage. This can result in delayed or foregone medical care, leading to undiagnosed or untreated health conditions. 6.2.2.2 Geographic barriers. Geographic barriers, including limited healthcare facilities in rural areas or lack of transportation options, can hinder women's access to healthcare services. Women living in remote or underserved areas may face challenges in accessing primary care providers, specialists, or hospitals. This can lead to delayed diagnoses, limited treatment options, and poorer health outcomes. 6.2.2.3 Cultural and social barriers. Cultural and social factors can also influence women's access to healthcare. Societal norms, gender roles, and expectations may discourage women from seeking medical care or prioritize the healthcare needs of their families over their own. Additionally, language barriers, discrimination, or lack of culturally competent healthcare providers can further impede women's access to quality healthcare. 6.2.3 Health insurance coverage. Health insurance coverage is a crucial determinant of healthcare quality and access. Women's health needs can differ from men's due to reproductive health requirements, including maternity care and contraception. However, gender disparities in health insurance coverage can limit women's access to these essential services. 6.2.3.1 Maternity care coverage. Maternity care is a critical component of women's healthcare, and lack of comprehensive coverage can hinder access to prenatal care, childbirth services, and postpartum support. Inadequate coverage may result in women foregoing necessary prenatal screenings, leading to undiagnosed complications or delayed interventions. Access to affordable contraception is also essential for women's reproductive health, and limited coverage can restrict their choices and family planning options. 6.2.3.2 Gender-specific services. Women may require specific healthcare services such as mammograms, pap smears, or gynecological care. However, health insurance plans may not always cover these services adequately or may impose higher out-of-pocket costs. Limited coverage for gender-specific services can discourage women from seeking preventive care or delay necessary screenings, potentially impacting their health outcomes. 6.2.4 Healthcare provider bias. Healthcare provider bias refers to the differential treatment or attitudes towards patients based on their gender. This bias can manifest in various ways, including dismissive attitudes, lack of empathy, or stereotypes about women's health concerns. Healthcare provider bias can undermine the quality of care received by women, leading to suboptimal health outcomes. 6.2.4.1 Stereotyping and dismissive attitudes. Healthcare providers may hold stereotypes or biases about women's health concerns, leading to dismissive attitudes or inadequate treatment. For example, women's pain may be downplayed or attributed to psychological factors, resulting in delayed or inadequate pain management. Stereotypes about women's emotional well-being or mental health can also lead to underdiagnosis or undertreatment of mental health conditions. 6.2.4.2 Lack of gender-specific training. Healthcare providers may receive limited training on gender-specific health issues, leading to gaps in knowledge and understanding. This can contribute to misdiagnosis, inappropriate treatments, or missed opportunities for preventive care. It is essential to incorporate gender-specific training and education into medical curricula to ensure healthcare providers are equipped to address the unique health needs of women. In conclusion, the quality of healthcare received by women plays a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender bias, access to healthcare services, health insurance coverage, and healthcare provider bias all contribute to disparities in healthcare quality. Addressing these factors is crucial to ensure equitable and high-quality healthcare for women, ultimately narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. 6.3 Health insurance coverage. Health insurance coverage plays a crucial role in determining access to healthcare services and the overall health outcomes of individuals. In the context of the gender gap in life expectancy, it is important to examine the disparities in health insurance coverage between men and women. This section will explore the factors that contribute to differential health insurance coverage and its implications for women's health. 6.3.1 Gender disparities in health insurance. Historically, women have faced unique challenges when it comes to health insurance coverage. One of the primary reasons for this disparity is the gender-based pricing practices employed by insurance companies. In many countries, women have been charged higher premiums than men, particularly during their reproductive years. This practice is based on the assumption that women utilize healthcare services more frequently due to reproductive health needs. However, it fails to consider the fact that women also face higher healthcare costs related to pregnancy, childbirth, and other gender-specific conditions. Furthermore, women are more likely to be dependent on their spouse's health insurance coverage, especially in countries where employer-sponsored health insurance is prevalent. This dependency can leave women vulnerable in situations such as divorce or the death of a spouse, where they may lose access to health insurance. Additionally, women who are not employed or work part-time are less likely to have access to employer-sponsored health insurance, further exacerbating the gender disparity in coverage. 6.3.2 Implications for women's health. The lack of adequate health insurance coverage can have significant implications for women's health and well-being. Without access to affordable healthcare services, women may delay or forego necessary medical treatments, preventive screenings, and routine checkups. This can lead to undiagnosed or untreated health conditions, which can have long-term consequences on their health outcomes. For instance, women may delay seeking medical attention for symptoms of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, or cancer due to financial constraints. This delay in diagnosis and treatment can result in the progression of the disease and poorer health outcomes. Moreover, women with inadequate health insurance coverage may also face challenges in accessing reproductive healthcare services, including contraception, prenatal care, and maternity services. 6.3.3 Intersectionality in health insurance coverage. It is important to recognize that the disparities in health insurance coverage are not uniform across all women. Intersectionality, which considers the overlapping effects of gender, race, socioeconomic status, and other factors, plays a significant role in determining access to health insurance. Women from marginalized communities, such as women of color, low-income women, and immigrant women, are more likely to experience barriers to health insurance coverage. These women often face multiple layers of discrimination and systemic barriers that limit their access to quality healthcare. They may be more likely to work in low-wage jobs that do not offer health insurance benefits or live in areas with limited healthcare infrastructure. Additionally, language barriers, cultural norms, and lack of awareness about available health insurance options can further hinder their access to coverage. 6.3.4 Addressing the gender gap in health insurance coverage. To address the gender gap in health insurance coverage, several policy interventions and initiatives have been implemented. One approach is to advocate for gender-neutral pricing in health insurance, eliminating the practice of charging higher premiums for women. This would ensure that women are not unfairly burdened with higher healthcare costs solely based on their gender. Furthermore, expanding access to affordable health insurance options, such as through government-funded programs or subsidies, can help bridge the gap in coverage. Implementing policies that protect individuals from losing health insurance due to life events, such as divorce or the death of a spouse, is also crucial in ensuring continuous coverage for women. Additionally, efforts should be made to improve health insurance literacy among women, particularly those from marginalized communities. Providing information about available health insurance options, eligibility criteria, and the importance of regular healthcare utilization can empower women to make informed decisions about their health. 6.3.5 Conclusion. Health insurance coverage is a critical determinant of access to healthcare services and health outcomes. The gender gap in health insurance coverage contributes to disparities in women's health, leading to delayed or inadequate healthcare utilization and poorer health outcomes. Addressing this gap requires policy interventions that promote gender-neutral pricing, expand access to affordable health insurance options, and improve health insurance literacy among women. By ensuring equitable access to health insurance, we can take a significant step towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting better health outcomes for all. 6.4 Healthcare provider bias. Healthcare provider bias refers to the unequal treatment or differential care provided to individuals based on their gender. This bias can manifest in various ways, including differences in diagnosis, treatment options, and access to healthcare services. In the context of women's health and longevity, healthcare provider bias can play a significant role in perpetuating the gender gap in life expectancy. 6.4.1 Gender stereotypes and diagnostic bias. One aspect of healthcare provider bias is the influence of gender stereotypes on the diagnostic process. Research has shown that healthcare providers may hold implicit biases that affect their perception and evaluation of symptoms and complaints. These biases can lead to differences in the diagnosis and treatment of men and women, potentially impacting women's health outcomes. For example, certain symptoms that are more commonly experienced by women, such as fatigue or chronic pain, may be dismissed or attributed to psychological factors rather than being thoroughly investigated. This diagnostic bias can delay the identification and treatment of underlying health conditions, potentially leading to poorer health outcomes for women. 6.4.2 Treatment disparities. Healthcare provider bias can also contribute to disparities in treatment options and interventions. Women may be less likely to receive certain medical procedures or interventions due to biases related to their gender. This can result in delayed or inadequate treatment, leading to poorer health outcomes and potentially shorter life expectancy. For instance, women may be less likely to be referred for certain surgical procedures or may face longer wait times for treatment compared to men. This can be attributed to biases that perceive women as being more risk-averse or less suitable candidates for certain interventions. These biases can limit women's access to appropriate and timely healthcare, potentially impacting their overall health and longevity. 6.4.3 Communication and patient-provider relationship. Healthcare provider bias can also affect the quality of communication and the patient-provider relationship. Research has shown that women may experience less participatory decision-making and receive less information about their health conditions compared to men. This can lead to a lack of understanding and involvement in their own healthcare, potentially impacting their ability to make informed decisions and manage their health effectively. Furthermore, healthcare providers may exhibit biases in their communication styles, such as using more technical language or providing less emotional support to women. This can result in a breakdown of trust and hinder effective communication between the patient and provider. A strong patient-provider relationship is crucial for ensuring that women receive the necessary support and guidance to maintain their health and well-being. 6.4.4 Intersectionality and healthcare provider bias. It is important to acknowledge that healthcare provider bias can intersect with other forms of bias, such as racial or socioeconomic bias, further exacerbating disparities in healthcare. Women from marginalized communities may face compounded biases that affect their access to quality healthcare and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. For example, women of color may experience racial bias in addition to gender bias when seeking healthcare services. This can result in further disparities in diagnosis, treatment, and overall health outcomes. Addressing healthcare provider bias requires a comprehensive understanding of the intersectional factors that contribute to health disparities among women. 6.4.5 Addressing healthcare provider bias. To address healthcare provider bias and reduce the gender gap in life expectancy, several strategies can be implemented. Education and training. Healthcare providers should receive education and training on unconscious bias, gender disparities in healthcare, and the importance of providing equitable care to all patients. Guidelines and protocols. Implementing guidelines and protocols that promote evidence-based and unbiased care can help standardize treatment practices and reduce disparities. Diverse representation. Increasing the representation of women in healthcare leadership positions and diversifying the healthcare workforce can help mitigate biases and improve the understanding of women's health needs. Patient advocacy. Empowering women to advocate for their own healthcare and providing resources to support informed decision-making can help address disparities resulting from healthcare provider bias. Research and data collection. Continued research on gender disparities in healthcare and the impact of healthcare provider bias is essential for identifying and addressing these issues effectively. By addressing healthcare provider bias and promoting equitable care, we can work towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and ensuring that all individuals, regardless of their gender, receive the healthcare they need to live longer, healthier lives. 7. Psychological factors. 7.1 Mental health and well-being. Mental health and well-being play a crucial role in determining the overall quality of life and longevity of individuals. In recent years, there has been growing recognition of the gender differences in mental health and how they contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. This section will explore the various factors related to mental health and well-being that may contribute to women outliving men. 7.1.1 Gender differences in mental health. Research has consistently shown that women tend to have higher rates of mental health disorders compared to men. This gender disparity is evident across a range of conditions, including depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). The reasons for these differences are complex and multifaceted, involving a combination of biological, psychological, and sociocultural factors. 7.1.2 Biological factors. Biological factors, such as hormonal fluctuations, may contribute to the higher prevalence of mental health disorders in women. Hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, and menopause can impact mood and emotional well-being. Additionally, women are more susceptible to certain hormonal-related conditions, such as premenstrual dysphoric disorder (PMDD) and postpartum depression. 7.1.3 Sociocultural factors. Sociocultural factors also play a significant role in women's mental health. Gender roles and expectations, societal pressures, and experiences of discrimination and violence can contribute to increased stress levels and psychological distress. Women often face unique challenges related to work-life balance, caregiving responsibilities, and societal expectations of appearance and behavior, which can impact their mental well-being. 7.1.4 Coping mechanisms and resilience. Despite facing higher rates of mental health disorders, women tend to exhibit higher levels of resilience and utilize more effective coping mechanisms compared to men. Women are more likely to seek social support, engage in problem-solving strategies, and utilize emotional expression as coping mechanisms. These adaptive coping strategies may contribute to better mental health outcomes and overall well-being. 7.1.5 Social support and relationships. The presence of strong social support networks is crucial for maintaining mental health and well-being. Women often have larger and more diverse social networks, including close friendships, family relationships, and community connections. These social ties provide emotional support, a sense of belonging, and opportunities for social engagement, which can positively impact mental health and contribute to longevity. 7.1.6 Psychological stressors. Psychological stressors, such as work-related stress, financial pressures, and relationship difficulties, can significantly impact mental health. Women may face unique stressors related to gender inequality, discrimination, and the double burden of work and caregiving responsibilities. These stressors can contribute to the development of mental health disorders and have long-term implications for overall well-being. 7.1.7 Mental health and physical health connection. There is a strong connection between mental health and physical health. Mental health disorders can increase the risk of developing physical health conditions, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and immune system dysregulation. Women's higher rates of mental health disorders may contribute to their increased vulnerability to certain physical health conditions, which can impact life expectancy. 7.1.8 Access to mental health care. Access to mental health care is a critical factor in addressing mental health disorders and promoting overall well-being. Unfortunately, women often face barriers to accessing mental health care, including financial constraints, lack of awareness, and stigma surrounding mental health. Improving access to mental health care services and reducing the stigma associated with seeking help are essential steps in narrowing the gender gap in mental health outcomes. 7.1.9 Promoting mental health and well-being. Efforts to promote mental health and well-being should focus on both individual and societal levels. At the individual level, promoting self-care practices, stress management techniques, and healthy coping mechanisms can contribute to better mental health outcomes. At the societal level, addressing gender inequalities, promoting gender-sensitive mental health care services, and creating supportive environments can help improve mental health and well-being for all individuals. In conclusion, the gender differences in mental health and well-being contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women's higher rates of mental health disorders, combined with their utilization of effective coping mechanisms and social support networks, may contribute to their longer life expectancy. Addressing the unique mental health needs of women, improving access to mental health care, and promoting mental health and well-being are crucial steps in closing the gender gap in life expectancy. 7.2 Coping mechanisms and resilience. Coping mechanisms and resilience play a crucial role in understanding why women tend to outlive men. While biological and lifestyle factors contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy, psychological factors also play a significant role in determining how individuals cope with stress, adversity, and the challenges of life. In this section, we will explore the various coping mechanisms and resilience factors that may contribute to women's longer life expectancy. 7.2.1 Psychological coping mechanisms. Psychological coping mechanisms refer to the strategies individuals use to manage and adapt to stressful situations. Women often exhibit different coping mechanisms compared to men, which may contribute to their longer life expectancy. Research suggests that women are more likely to engage in emotion-focused coping strategies, such as seeking social support, expressing emotions, and engaging in self-care activities. Social support is a crucial coping mechanism that women tend to utilize more effectively than men. Women often have larger social networks and stronger social connections, which provide them with emotional support, practical assistance, and a sense of belonging. These social connections can help women navigate through challenging life events, reduce stress levels, and promote overall well-being. Expressing emotions is another coping mechanism that women tend to employ more frequently. Women are often encouraged to express their feelings and emotions openly, which can help them process and release stress. By acknowledging and expressing their emotions, women may experience lower levels of psychological distress and better mental health outcomes. Engaging in self-care activities is also an important coping mechanism for women. Women are more likely to prioritize their physical and mental well-being by engaging in activities such as exercise, relaxation techniques, and hobbies. These self-care practices can help women manage stress, improve their overall health, and enhance their resilience to life's challenges. 7.2.2 Resilience factors. Resilience refers to an individual's ability to bounce back from adversity, adapt to change, and maintain positive mental health. Women often exhibit higher levels of resilience compared to men, which may contribute to their longer life expectancy. Several factors contribute to women's resilience. Social support. As mentioned earlier, women tend to have stronger social support networks, which provide them with emotional support, guidance, and resources during difficult times. This social support acts as a protective factor, buffering the negative impact of stress and promoting resilience. Emotional intelligence. Women often possess higher emotional intelligence, which refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions effectively. Emotional intelligence enables women to navigate through challenging situations, regulate their emotions, and maintain positive mental well-being. Adaptive coping strategies. Women are more likely to utilize adaptive coping strategies, such as problem-solving, seeking social support, and reframing negative situations. These strategies help women effectively manage stress, find solutions to problems, and maintain a positive outlook on life. Positive self-perception. Women often have a more positive self-perception compared to men, which contributes to their resilience. Positive self-perception involves having confidence in one's abilities, a sense of self-worth, and a positive outlook on life. This positive self-perception helps women navigate through challenges, maintain motivation, and persevere in the face of adversity. Flexibility and adaptability. Women tend to exhibit greater flexibility and adaptability in response to life's challenges. This ability to adapt to change and embrace new circumstances allows women to navigate through transitions, cope with stress, and maintain overall well-being. 7.2.3 Gender differences in coping mechanisms and resilience. While women generally exhibit higher levels of coping mechanisms and resilience, it is important to note that gender differences in coping strategies and resilience are influenced by sociocultural factors. Societal expectations and gender norms shape how individuals cope with stress and adversity. For example, men may be socialized to suppress emotions and adopt more avoidant coping strategies, which can have negative implications for their mental health and overall well-being. Moreover, the gender gap in coping mechanisms and resilience may also be influenced by the unequal distribution of power and resources between men and women. Women often face unique challenges and stressors related to gender inequality, such as gender-based violence, discrimination, and unequal access to resources. These additional stressors can impact women's coping mechanisms and resilience, making it important to address gender disparities to promote better health outcomes for all. In conclusion, coping mechanisms and resilience contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to utilize emotion-focused coping strategies, seek social support, and engage in self-care activities more frequently. Additionally, women often exhibit higher levels of resilience, which can be attributed to factors such as social support, emotional intelligence, adaptive coping strategies, positive self-perception, and flexibility. Understanding and addressing gender differences in coping mechanisms and resilience are crucial steps towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting better health outcomes for all individuals. 7.3 Social support and relationships. Social support and relationships play a crucial role in determining the overall well-being and longevity of individuals. Research has consistently shown that women tend to have stronger social support networks and more fulfilling relationships compared to men, which may contribute to their longer life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the various ways in which social support and relationships impact women's health and longevity. 7.3.1 Importance of social support. Social support refers to the assistance, care, and comfort provided by family, friends, and communities. It encompasses emotional support, practical support, and informational support. Having a strong social support system has been linked to numerous health benefits, including reduced stress levels, improved mental health, and better physical well-being. Women often have larger social networks and are more likely to seek and receive social support compared to men. They tend to have closer relationships with family members, friends, and community members, which can provide a sense of belonging and emotional security. This increased social support can act as a buffer against stress and adversity, leading to better health outcomes and increased longevity. 7.3.2 Emotional support. Emotional support plays a vital role in women's health and well-being. Women are more likely to express their emotions and seek emotional support from their social networks. They often have close friendships and confidants with whom they can share their feelings and experiences. This emotional support helps women cope with stress, reduces the risk of mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, and promotes overall psychological well-being. Studies have shown that women who have strong emotional support systems have lower levels of stress hormones, such as cortisol, which can have detrimental effects on health if chronically elevated. By providing a safe space for women to express their emotions and offering empathy and understanding, social support networks contribute to better emotional health and resilience. 7.3.3 Practical support. Practical support refers to the tangible assistance provided by others, such as help with daily tasks, childcare, or financial support. Women often receive more practical support from their social networks, especially in the form of caregiving. Women are more likely to take on caregiving roles for children, elderly parents, or other family members, which can be both rewarding and demanding. Having access to practical support can alleviate the burden of caregiving responsibilities and reduce stress levels. It allows women to balance their multiple roles and responsibilities, which in turn positively impacts their overall well-being. Additionally, practical support can also enable women to prioritize their own self-care and engage in health-promoting behaviors. 7.3.4 Social integration and engagement. Women tend to be more socially engaged and involved in their communities compared to men. They often participate in social activities, volunteer work, and community organizations. This social integration provides opportunities for women to build and maintain relationships, contribute to society, and have a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Engaging in social activities and being part of a community has been linked to better mental and physical health outcomes. It reduces the risk of social isolation and loneliness, which are associated with negative health consequences. Women who are socially integrated and engaged are more likely to have a higher quality of life, lower rates of depression, and improved cognitive function. 7.3.5 Intimate relationships. Intimate relationships, such as marriage or long-term partnerships, also play a significant role in women's health and longevity. Research suggests that being in a stable and supportive relationship can have numerous health benefits for women. Married women, in particular, tend to have better overall health, lower mortality rates, and higher life satisfaction compared to unmarried women. Intimate relationships provide emotional support, companionship, and a sense of security. They can also promote healthy behaviors, such as encouraging regular medical checkups, healthy eating, and exercise. Furthermore, being in a supportive relationship can reduce stress levels and provide a buffer against life's challenges, leading to improved mental and physical well-being. 7.3.6 Gender differences in social support. While women generally have stronger social support networks, it is important to acknowledge that gender differences in social support can be influenced by societal norms and expectations. Traditional gender roles often place a greater emphasis on women's nurturing and caregiving roles, which may lead to more opportunities for social support. On the other hand, societal expectations of masculinity may discourage men from seeking or expressing emotional support, which can impact their overall well-being. It is crucial to promote gender equality and challenge societal norms that restrict men's access to social support. Encouraging men to seek and receive social support can have significant positive effects on their health and longevity. By fostering inclusive and supportive environments for both men and women, we can create a society that values and prioritizes social connections and relationships. In conclusion, social support and relationships are important factors contributing to women's longer life expectancy. Women often have stronger social support networks, closer relationships, and more opportunities for emotional and practical support. These factors play a significant role in reducing stress levels, promoting mental and physical well-being, and ultimately contributing to a longer and healthier life. It is essential to recognize the importance of social support and work towards creating inclusive and supportive environments for both men and women. 7.4 Psychological stressors. Psychological stressors play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy, with women often experiencing higher levels of stress compared to men. These stressors can have a profound impact on women's physical and mental health, contributing to their longer life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the various psychological stressors that women face and their implications for their overall well-being. 7.4.1 Gender discrimination and bias. One of the primary psychological stressors that women encounter is gender discrimination and bias. Women often face unequal treatment and opportunities in various aspects of life, including education, employment, and social interactions. This discrimination can lead to chronic stress, as women constantly have to navigate societal expectations and overcome barriers to achieve their goals. The stress associated with gender discrimination can have detrimental effects on women's mental and physical health, contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. 7.4.2 Work-life balance. Another significant psychological stressor for women is the struggle to maintain a work-life balance. Women often face the challenge of juggling multiple roles and responsibilities, including their careers, household chores, and caregiving duties. The pressure to excel in both professional and personal domains can lead to chronic stress and burnout. The stress associated with work-life balance issues can have long-term consequences on women's health, increasing their risk of developing chronic conditions and reducing their life expectancy. 7.4.3 Caregiving responsibilities. Women are often primary caregivers for children, elderly parents, or family members with disabilities. While caregiving can be a rewarding experience, it also comes with significant psychological stressors. Balancing the demands of caregiving with other responsibilities can be overwhelming and emotionally draining. The stress associated with caregiving can lead to increased levels of anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, which can impact women's overall well-being and life expectancy. 7.4.4 Gender-based violence. Gender-based violence, including domestic violence, sexual assault, and harassment, is a pervasive issue that affects women worldwide. The trauma and stress associated with such experiences can have severe psychological and physical consequences. Women who have experienced gender-based violence often suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders. The long-term effects of gender-based violence can significantly impact women's health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 7.4.5 Societal expectations and pressures. Societal expectations and pressures placed on women can also contribute to psychological stress. Women often face pressure to conform to societal beauty standards, excel in their careers, and fulfill traditional gender roles. These expectations can lead to feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and stress. The constant pressure to meet societal expectations can have detrimental effects on women's mental health and well-being, potentially impacting their life expectancy. 7.4.6 Mental health stigma. Women are more likely to seek help for mental health issues compared to men. However, the stigma surrounding mental health can still be a significant barrier for women in accessing appropriate care and support. The fear of judgment and discrimination can prevent women from seeking help, leading to untreated mental health conditions and increased psychological stress. Addressing mental health stigma and promoting mental well-being are crucial steps in reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. 7.4.7 Intersectionality and multiple stressors. It is important to recognize that women's experiences of psychological stressors are not uniform and can be influenced by various intersecting factors such as race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, and sexual orientation. Women from marginalized communities often face additional stressors and discrimination, which can further impact their health and well-being. Understanding the intersectionality of these stressors is essential in developing comprehensive strategies to address the gender gap in life expectancy. In conclusion, psychological stressors significantly contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women face a range of stressors, including gender discrimination, work-life balance challenges, caregiving responsibilities, gender-based violence, societal pressures, mental health stigma, and intersectional stressors. These stressors can have profound effects on women's mental and physical health, ultimately impacting their life expectancy. Addressing these psychological stressors and promoting gender equality are crucial steps in closing the gender gap and improving the overall well-being of women. 8. Environmental factors. 8.1 Pollution and toxins. Pollution and exposure to toxins are significant environmental factors that can have a profound impact on human health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to outlive men, in part, because they are often exposed to lower levels of pollution and toxins compared to men. This section will explore the various ways in which pollution and toxins affect health and contribute to gender differences in life expectancy. 8.1.1 Air pollution. Air pollution is a major environmental concern that affects people worldwide. It is caused by the release of harmful substances into the atmosphere, primarily from industrial activities, transportation, and the burning of fossil fuels. Exposure to air pollution has been linked to a wide range of health problems, including respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, and even premature death. Studies have shown that men are more likely to be exposed to higher levels of air pollution due to their occupational choices. Jobs in industries such as construction, manufacturing, and transportation often involve working in polluted environments. Additionally, men tend to spend more time outdoors, engaging in activities such as commuting or recreational activities, which increases their exposure to outdoor air pollution. On the other hand, women are more likely to spend a significant amount of time indoors, especially in developing countries where traditional cooking methods using solid fuels are still prevalent. Indoor air pollution from the burning of biomass fuels such as wood, coal, and dung for cooking and heating purposes can have severe health consequences. Women who are exposed to high levels of indoor air pollution are at a higher risk of developing respiratory diseases, such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and lung cancer. 8.1.2 Water pollution. Access to clean water and sanitation is crucial for maintaining good health. However, water pollution remains a significant global issue, particularly in developing countries. Contaminated water sources can lead to the spread of waterborne diseases, such as cholera, dysentery, and typhoid fever. In many societies, women are primarily responsible for fetching water for their households. They often have to travel long distances to collect water from contaminated sources, increasing their exposure to waterborne pathogens. Moreover, women are also responsible for ensuring the cleanliness of water used for cooking, cleaning, and personal hygiene, putting them at a higher risk of exposure to water pollution. 8.1.3 Chemical exposure. Exposure to various chemicals in our daily lives can have detrimental effects on health. Women may be more susceptible to certain chemicals due to their physiological differences and societal roles. For example, women of reproductive age may be exposed to harmful chemicals through cosmetics, personal care products, and household cleaning agents. Some of these chemicals, such as phthalate and parabens, have been linked to reproductive disorders and hormonal imbalances. Occupational exposure to chemicals is another significant concern. Certain industries, such as agriculture, manufacturing, and healthcare, involve working with hazardous substances that can have long-term health effects. Men are more likely to work in these industries, increasing their risk of exposure to harmful chemicals. 8.1.4 Environmental justice. The unequal distribution of pollution and toxins is a matter of environmental justice. Marginalized communities, including low-income neighborhoods and communities of color, often bear the brunt of environmental pollution. These communities may be located near industrial sites, waste disposal facilities, or heavily trafficked areas, leading to higher exposure to pollution and toxins. Women, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds, may face additional challenges due to their gender. They may have limited access to healthcare, education, and economic opportunities, exacerbating the health risks associated with pollution and toxins. Addressing environmental justice issues and promoting gender equality are crucial steps towards reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. In conclusion, pollution and exposure to toxins play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to outlive men because they are often exposed to lower levels of pollution and toxins. Factors such as occupational choices, indoor air pollution, water pollution, and chemical exposure contribute to this disparity. Addressing these environmental factors and promoting environmental justice are essential for closing the gender gap and improving overall health outcomes for both men and women. 8.2 Climate and weather. Climate and weather are important environmental factors that can have an impact on health and longevity. While they may not directly explain the gender gap in life expectancy, they can contribute to certain health conditions and influence overall well-being. In this section, we will explore the relationship between climate, weather, and their potential effects on women's longer life expectancy. 8.2.1 Temperature and health. Temperature variations can have both positive and negative effects on health. Extreme heat or cold can pose risks to individuals, particularly those who are more vulnerable, such as the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions. However, it is important to note that the impact of temperature on health can vary depending on the region and the individual's ability to adapt. 8.2.1.1 Heatwaves and heat-related illnesses. Heatwaves, characterized by prolonged periods of excessively high temperatures, can be detrimental to health. They can lead to heat-related illnesses, such as heat exhaustion and heat stroke, which can be life-threatening. Women, especially older women, may be more susceptible to the adverse effects of heat due to physiological differences and hormonal changes associated with menopause. Studies have shown that women tend to have a lower tolerance for heat compared to men. This could be attributed to differences in body composition, hormonal factors, and thermoregulatory mechanisms. Additionally, women may face additional challenges during heat waves, such as limited access to cooling facilities or the need to adhere to cultural norms regarding clothing. 8.2.1.2 Cold weather and respiratory conditions. Cold weather can also impact health, particularly in relation to respiratory conditions. Cold temperatures can constrict blood vessels and increase the risk of cardiovascular events, such as heart attacks. Additionally, cold weather can exacerbate respiratory conditions, such as asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. While both men and women can be affected by cold weather, studies have shown that women may be more susceptible to certain respiratory conditions. For example, women have been found to have a higher prevalence of asthma compared to men. Hormonal factors, genetic predisposition, and differences in lung physiology may contribute to this disparity. 8.2.2 Air pollution. Air pollution is a significant environmental factor that can have detrimental effects on health. It is primarily caused by the burning of fossil fuels, industrial emissions, and vehicle exhaust. Exposure to air pollution has been linked to various health conditions, including respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, and certain types of cancer. 8.2.2.1 Respiratory health. Air pollution can have a particularly significant impact on respiratory health. Fine particulate matter PM2.5 and other pollutants can penetrate deep into the lungs, causing inflammation and damage to the respiratory system. Long-term exposure to air pollution has been associated with an increased risk of respiratory conditions, such as asthma, bronchitis, and lung cancer. While both men and women can be affected by air pollution, studies have suggested that women may be more vulnerable to its adverse effects. This could be due to physiological differences, such as smaller lung size and hormonal factors. Additionally, women may be more exposed to indoor air pollution due to traditional gender roles that involve cooking and household chores. 8.2.3 Natural disasters. Climate change has led to an increase in the frequency and intensity of natural disasters, such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. These events can have devastating consequences for human health and well-being. While natural disasters do not directly explain the gender gap in life expectancy, they can disproportionately affect women in various ways. 8.2.3.1 Vulnerability and resilience. Women often face greater vulnerability during and after natural disasters. They may have limited access to resources, such as food, clean water, and healthcare, which can impact their overall health and well-being. Additionally, women may experience higher levels of stress and trauma during and after these events, which can have long-term effects on their mental and physical health. However, it is important to note that women also demonstrate remarkable resilience in the face of natural disasters. They play critical roles in disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts. Women's social networks and community connections can contribute to their ability to cope and adapt in challenging circumstances. 8.2.4 Climate change and health. Climate change is a global phenomenon that has far-reaching implications for human health. Rising temperatures, changing precipitation patterns, and extreme weather events associated with climate change can have significant impacts on various health outcomes. While the effects of climate change on the gender gap in life expectancy are complex, they can indirectly influence women's health and well-being. 8.2.4.1 Infectious diseases. Climate change can affect the distribution and prevalence of infectious diseases. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can impact the habitats and life cycles of disease vectors, such as mosquitoes and ticks. This can lead to the spread of vector-borne diseases, including malaria, dengue fever, and Lyme disease. Women may be more susceptible to certain vector-borne diseases due to biological factors and social roles. For example, women of reproductive age may be at a higher risk of contracting malaria during pregnancy. Additionally, women may have limited access to healthcare and preventive measures in some regions, further exacerbating the impact of infectious diseases. 8.2.4.2 Mental health. Climate change can also have significant implications for mental health and well-being. The increased frequency and intensity of extreme weather events can lead to psychological distress, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). Women may be more vulnerable to the mental health impacts of climate change due to factors such as gender-based violence, caregiving responsibilities, and social inequalities. Conclusion. While climate and weather do not directly explain the gender gap in life expectancy, they can contribute to certain health conditions and influence overall well-being. Extreme temperatures, air pollution, natural disasters, and the effects of climate change can have varying impacts on women's health. Understanding these relationships is crucial for developing effective strategies to promote women's health and reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. 8.3 Access to clean water and sanitation. Access to clean water and sanitation is a crucial factor that significantly impacts the health and well-being of individuals, regardless of gender. However, it has been observed that women tend to have better access to clean water and sanitation facilities compared to men in many parts of the world. This section will explore the reasons behind this disparity and its implications for women's longevity. 8.3.1 Gendered roles and responsibilities. One of the primary reasons why women often have better access to clean water and sanitation is due to their traditional gender roles and responsibilities. In many societies, women are primarily responsible for household chores, including fetching water and maintaining cleanliness. As a result, they are more likely to prioritize and invest in water and sanitation infrastructure within their homes and communities. 8.3.2 Cultural norms and practices. Cultural norms and practices also play a significant role in determining access to clean water and sanitation. In some societies, women are expected to adhere to strict cleanliness standards, particularly during menstruation and childbirth. This cultural emphasis on hygiene often leads to increased efforts to ensure access to clean water and sanitation facilities for women. 8.3.3 Health Implications. The availability of clean water and sanitation has direct implications for health outcomes, including life expectancy. Access to clean water is essential for drinking, cooking, and maintaining personal hygiene, while proper sanitation facilities help prevent the spread of diseases. Women who have better access to these resources are less likely to suffer from waterborne diseases and other health issues, ultimately contributing to their longer life expectancy. 8.3.4 Gendered water collection burden. Despite women having better access to clean water and sanitation, it is important to acknowledge the gendered burden of water collection. In many regions, women are responsible for collecting water, often from distant sources. This task can be physically demanding and time-consuming, taking away valuable time that could be spent on education, income-generating activities, or self-care. The physical toll of water collection can also lead to health issues, such as musculoskeletal problems and injuries. 8.3.5 Sanitation and menstrual hygiene management. Access to proper sanitation facilities is particularly crucial for women's health and well-being. Inadequate sanitation facilities can pose significant challenges for women, especially during menstruation. Lack of privacy, clean and safe toilets, and facilities for menstrual hygiene management can lead to discomfort, embarrassment, and increased risk of infections. Improving access to clean water and sanitation facilities, including menstrual hygiene management resources, is essential for promoting women's health and ensuring gender equality. 8.3.6 Implications for women's longevity. The gender disparity in access to clean water and sanitation has implications for women's longevity. Women who have better access to clean water and sanitation are more likely to enjoy improved health outcomes, reduced risk of waterborne diseases, and better overall well-being. These factors contribute to their increased life expectancy compared to men. 8.3.7 Addressing the disparity. To address the gender gap in access to clean water and sanitation, it is crucial to implement policies and initiatives that promote gender equality and ensure equitable access for all. This includes investing in infrastructure development to provide clean water and sanitation facilities in underserved areas. Promoting education and awareness about the importance of clean water and sanitation for both men and women. Encouraging the involvement of women in decision-making processes related to water and sanitation management. Providing training and resources for menstrual hygiene management to ensure the dignity and well-being of women and girls. Collaborating with international organizations and governments to prioritize and allocate resources for improving access to clean water and sanitation. By addressing the gender disparity in access to clean water and sanitation, we can not only improve women's health and well-being but also contribute to closing the gender gap in life expectancy. It is essential to recognize the importance of clean water and sanitation as fundamental human rights and work towards ensuring their universal access for all individuals, regardless of gender. 8.4 Urbanization and infrastructure. Urbanization and infrastructure play a significant role in shaping the health and well-being of individuals, including their life expectancy. As societies become more urbanized, with increasing population density and the development of cities, various factors related to urban living can impact the gender gap in life expectancy. In this section, we will explore how urbanization and infrastructure influence women's longer life expectancy compared to men. 8.4.1 Urban environment and health. The urban environment can have both positive and negative effects on health outcomes. On one hand, cities often provide better access to healthcare facilities, educational institutions, and employment opportunities, which can contribute to improved health and well-being for both men and women. However, urban areas also face unique challenges that can disproportionately affect men's health and contribute to their shorter life expectancy. 8.4.2 Occupational hazards. Urban areas are often characterized by a diverse range of industries and occupations. While this can provide economic opportunities, certain occupations in urban settings may expose individuals to hazardous working conditions. Men are more likely to be engaged in physically demanding and high-risk occupations such as construction, manufacturing, and transportation, which can increase their vulnerability to workplace accidents and occupational diseases. These occupational hazards can have a significant impact on men's health and contribute to their lower life expectancy compared to women. 8.4.3 Air pollution. Urban areas are known for higher levels of air pollution compared to rural areas. Exposure to air pollution, particularly fine particulate matter (PM 2.5) and other harmful pollutants, has been linked to various health problems, including respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Men, due to their occupational exposure and higher participation in outdoor activities, may experience higher levels of exposure to air pollution, leading to adverse health effects and a shorter life expectancy. 8.4.4 Access to green spaces. Urbanization often leads to the loss of green spaces and natural environments, which can have detrimental effects on physical and mental health. Access to green spaces, such as parks, gardens, and forests, has been associated with improved well-being, reduced stress levels, and increased physical activity. However, women tend to have better access to green spaces compared to men, as they are more likely to engage in activities such as walking, jogging, and socializing in these areas. The limited access to green spaces for men may contribute to their higher levels of stress and lower life expectancy. 8.4.5 Infrastructure and safety. The quality of urban infrastructure, including transportation systems, housing, and public spaces, can significantly impact the health and safety of individuals. Inadequate infrastructure and unsafe living conditions can increase the risk of accidents, injuries, and violence, which may disproportionately affect men. For example, poorly designed road systems and lack of pedestrian infrastructure can contribute to higher rates of traffic accidents among men. Similarly, unsafe neighborhoods and lack of security measures can increase the risk of violence, which can have a detrimental impact on men's health and life expectancy. 8.4.6 Social isolation and loneliness. While urban areas are often characterized by a higher population density, they can also contribute to social isolation and loneliness. The fast-paced and competitive nature of urban life, coupled with the lack of social support networks, can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, which have been linked to various health problems. Men, in particular, may be more susceptible to social isolation due to societal expectations of self-reliance and limited opportunities for social connection. The negative impact of social isolation on men's health can contribute to their shorter life expectancy compared to women. 8.4.7 Urban planning and gender considerations. To address the gender gap in life expectancy, urban planning and infrastructure development should consider the specific needs and challenges faced by men and women. This includes ensuring equitable access to healthcare facilities, green spaces, and safe transportation options. Urban planners should also prioritize the creation of social support networks and community spaces that promote social interaction and reduce social isolation. Additionally, efforts to reduce air pollution and improve the overall quality of the urban environment can have significant positive impacts on the health and well-being of both men and women. In conclusion, urbanization and infrastructure have a complex relationship with the gender gap in life expectancy. While urban areas can provide better access to healthcare and economic opportunities, they also present unique challenges that can disproportionately affect men's health. Occupational hazards, air pollution, limited access to green spaces, inadequate infrastructure, social isolation, and loneliness are some of the factors that contribute to men's shorter life expectancy in urban settings. By considering gender-specific needs in urban planning and infrastructure development, we can work towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting healthier and more equitable urban environments for all. 9. Global perspectives. 9.1 Regional variations in life expectancy. Life expectancy is a fundamental measure of the health and well-being of a population. It provides valuable insights into the overall quality of life and the effectiveness of healthcare systems. While women tend to outlive men globally, there are significant regional variations in life expectancy that can be attributed to various factors such as socioeconomic conditions, healthcare access, cultural norms, and gender disparities. 9.1.1 Global gender gap in life expectancy. Before delving into regional variations, it is important to understand the global gender gap in life expectancy. On average, women tend to live longer than men across the world. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), the global average life expectancy for women is around 73 years, while for men, it is approximately 69 years. This gender gap in life expectancy can be observed in both developed and developing countries. 9.1.2 Socioeconomic factors. Socioeconomic factors play a crucial role in determining life expectancy and can vary significantly across regions. In many parts of the world, women face greater socioeconomic disadvantages compared to men, which can impact their overall health and longevity. Limited access to education, employment opportunities, and financial resources can contribute to poorer health outcomes for women. In regions with higher levels of poverty and income inequality, women often face greater challenges in accessing healthcare services, nutritious food, and clean water. These socioeconomic disparities can lead to higher rates of malnutrition, infectious diseases, and maternal mortality, ultimately affecting women's life expectancy. 9.1.3 Healthcare disparities. Access to quality healthcare is a critical determinant of life expectancy. In regions where healthcare systems are underdeveloped or inaccessible, both men and women may face significant challenges in receiving timely and appropriate medical care. However, women often encounter additional barriers due to gender-specific health needs and societal norms. In some regions, cultural norms and gender biases can limit women's access to healthcare services, particularly reproductive health services. Lack of access to prenatal care, skilled birth attendants, and family planning services can increase the risk of maternal mortality and negatively impact women's overall health and life expectancy. 9.1.4 Cultural influences. Cultural norms and practices can also contribute to regional variations in life expectancy between men and women. In certain societies, gender roles and expectations may influence health behaviors and access to resources. For example, in some regions, men may engage in riskier behaviors such as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and dangerous occupations, which can shorten their lifespan. Moreover, cultural norms surrounding caregiving and family responsibilities often place a heavier burden on women. The physical and emotional toll of caregiving can impact women's health and well-being, potentially reducing their life expectancy. Cultural factors also influence the availability and acceptance of healthcare services, affecting both men and women. 9.1.5 Gender equality and women's rights. The level of gender equality and women's rights within a society can significantly impact life expectancy. Regions with greater gender equality tend to have better health outcomes for women, including longer life expectancy. When women have equal access to education, employment opportunities, and decision-making power, they are more likely to lead healthier lives and have better access to healthcare. Promoting gender equality and empowering women can lead to improved health outcomes for both men and women. By addressing gender disparities and ensuring equal access to resources and opportunities, societies can work towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy. 9.1.6 Government Policies and Initiatives. Government policies and initiatives play a crucial role in addressing regional variations in life expectancy. Countries with strong healthcare systems, social welfare programs, and policies that promote gender equality tend to have higher life expectancies for both men and women. Investments in healthcare infrastructure, preventive care, and health education can improve overall health outcomes and reduce gender disparities in life expectancy. Governments can also implement policies that address socioeconomic inequalities, provide support for vulnerable populations, and promote women's rights to ensure better health outcomes for all. 9.1.7 Conclusion. Regional variations in life expectancy between men and women are influenced by a complex interplay of socioeconomic factors, healthcare disparities, cultural influences, gender equality, and government policies. While women tend to outlive men globally, the extent of this gender gap varies across regions. Addressing these regional variations requires a comprehensive approach that focuses on improving socioeconomic conditions, ensuring equal access to healthcare, challenging cultural norms that perpetuate gender disparities, promoting gender equality, and implementing effective government policies. By working towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy, societies can strive for a healthier and more equitable future for all. 9.2 Cultural influences. Culture plays a significant role in shaping the experiences and behaviors of individuals within a society. It influences various aspects of life, including health and longevity. When examining the gender gap in life expectancy, cultural influences are crucial to understanding why women tend to outlive men. Cultural norms, values, and practices can have both positive and negative impacts on health outcomes and longevity. 9.2.1 Gender roles and expectations. One cultural factor that contributes to the gender gap in life expectancy is the traditional gender roles and expectations placed on men and women. In many societies, women are often expected to prioritize their health and well-being, while men are encouraged to be strong, independent, and less likely to seek medical help. This societal expectation can lead to delayed or inadequate healthcare for men, resulting in higher mortality rates. Furthermore, gender roles can also influence lifestyle choices. Men are often encouraged to engage in risk-taking behaviors, such as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and dangerous occupations. These behaviors can have detrimental effects on health and contribute to a shorter lifespan. On the other hand, women are generally encouraged to prioritize their health, leading to healthier lifestyle choices and better health outcomes. 9.2.2 Social support networks. Social support networks play a crucial role in promoting health and well-being. Cultural norms and practices can influence the availability and quality of social support for individuals. Women tend to have stronger social support networks, including family, friends, and community connections. These networks provide emotional support, assistance with daily activities, and access to healthcare resources. In contrast, men often face societal expectations of self-reliance and independence, which can limit their access to social support. Men may be less likely to seek help or share their health concerns, leading to delayed diagnosis and treatment. The lack of social support can contribute to higher levels of stress and poorer health outcomes for men, ultimately impacting their life expectancy. 9.2.3 Cultural attitudes towards health. Cultural attitudes towards health and healthcare-seeking behaviors can also influence the gender gap in life expectancy. Some cultures may prioritize men's health over women's or vice versa. For example, in certain societies, men's health concerns may be given more attention and resources, leading to better health outcomes for men. Conversely, in societies where women's health is prioritized, women may have better access to healthcare and preventive services. Cultural attitudes towards aging can also impact the gender gap in life expectancy. In some cultures, older women may be revered and respected, leading to better care and support for aging women. On the other hand, older men may face societal expectations of continued productivity and may be less likely to receive the same level of care and support. 9.2.4 Cultural practices and traditions. Cultural practices and traditions can have a significant impact on health and longevity. Some cultural practices may promote healthy behaviors and lifestyles, contributing to longer life expectancy for both men and women. For example, certain dietary patterns, such as the Mediterranean diet, have been associated with better health outcomes and increased longevity. However, cultural practices can also have negative effects on health. For instance, in some cultures, gender-based violence and discrimination against women are prevalent, leading to physical and mental health consequences. These harmful practices can contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy by increasing the risk of injury, trauma, and chronic stress for women. 9.2.5 Cultural barriers to healthcare. Cultural factors can create barriers to accessing healthcare services, particularly for marginalized populations. Cultural beliefs, language barriers, and mistrust of healthcare systems can prevent individuals from seeking timely and appropriate healthcare. These barriers disproportionately affect men and women differently, contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. For example, cultural norms may discourage women from seeking healthcare due to societal expectations or lack of autonomy. On the other hand, men may face cultural barriers in acknowledging and addressing their health concerns, leading to delayed diagnosis and treatment. Overcoming these cultural barriers requires culturally sensitive healthcare services and interventions that address the unique needs and challenges faced by different genders. In conclusion, cultural influences play a significant role in shaping the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender roles and expectations, social support networks, cultural attitudes towards health, practices and traditions, and barriers to healthcare all contribute to the differences in longevity between men and women. Recognizing and addressing these cultural influences is essential for promoting gender equality in health outcomes and closing the gender gap in life expectancy. 9.3 International Policies and Initiatives. International policies and initiatives play a crucial role in addressing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting gender equality. Governments, organizations, and institutions around the world have recognized the importance of reducing this gap and have implemented various strategies to achieve this goal. These policies and initiatives aim to address the underlying factors that contribute to women outliving men and create a more equitable and healthier society for all. 9.3.1 Gender-specific healthcare programs. One of the key international initiatives is the development and implementation of gender-specific healthcare programs. These programs focus on addressing the unique health needs and challenges faced by women and men. They aim to provide targeted healthcare services, preventive measures, and early detection of gender-specific diseases. For women, these programs often include reproductive health services, such as access to contraception, prenatal care, and maternal health care. They also focus on addressing gender-specific diseases like breast and cervical cancer through screening programs and awareness campaigns. Additionally, these initiatives promote women's access to sexual and reproductive health care, including family planning and safe abortion services. For men, gender-specific healthcare programs focus on addressing health issues that predominantly affect them, such as prostate cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and mental health. These initiatives aim to increase awareness, provide early detection, and ensure appropriate treatment and support for men's health concerns. 9.3.2 Gender equality and women's empowerment. Promoting gender equality and women's empowerment is another crucial aspect of international policies and initiatives. Gender inequality and discrimination have a significant impact on women's health and well-being, contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. By addressing these issues, policies and initiatives aim to create a more equitable society and improve women's overall health outcomes. Efforts to promote gender equality include initiatives to eliminate gender-based violence, improve access to education and employment opportunities for women, and ensure equal pay for equal work. These policies also aim to challenge harmful gender norms and stereotypes that can negatively impact women's health and well-being. Women's empowerment initiatives focus on enhancing women's decision-making power, autonomy, and control over their own health and lives. This includes promoting women's access to education, economic resources, and leadership positions. By empowering women, these initiatives aim to improve their health outcomes and reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. 9.3.3 Maternal and child health programs. Maternal and child health programs are critical in addressing the gender gap in life expectancy. These initiatives focus on improving the health and well-being of women during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period, as well as the health of newborns and children. International policies and initiatives in this area aim to ensure access to quality prenatal care, skilled birth attendants, and emergency obstetric care. They also focus on promoting breastfeeding, immunization, and nutrition for infants and young children. By addressing the specific health needs of women and children, these programs contribute to reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. 9.3.4 Gender-responsive social protection programs. Social protection programs that are gender-responsive play a crucial role in reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. These programs aim to provide financial support, healthcare, and social services to vulnerable populations, including women and girls. International policies and initiatives in this area focus on ensuring that social protection programs are designed to address the specific needs and challenges faced by women. This includes providing maternity benefits, childcare support, and access to healthcare services. By addressing the social and economic determinants of health, these programs contribute to reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. 9.3.5 Gender disaggregated data and research. Accurate and comprehensive data is essential for understanding and addressing the gender gap in life expectancy. International policies and initiatives emphasize the importance of collecting and analyzing gender disaggregated data to identify disparities and develop targeted interventions. These initiatives promote research on gender-specific health issues, including the impact of gender norms, social determinants of health, and access to healthcare services. By generating evidence-based knowledge, these policies and initiatives inform the development of effective strategies to reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. 9.3.6 Collaboration and partnerships. International collaboration and partnerships are crucial for the success of policies and initiatives aimed at reducing the gender gap in life expectancy. Governments, non-governmental organizations, and international agencies work together to share best practices, resources, and expertise. These collaborations focus on promoting gender equality, improving access to healthcare services, and addressing the social determinants of health. By working together, countries can learn from each other's experiences and develop innovative solutions to reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. Conclusion. International policies and initiatives play a vital role in addressing the gender gap in life expectancy. By focusing on gender-specific healthcare programs, promoting gender equality and women's empowerment, improving maternal and child health, implementing gender-responsive social protection programs, collecting gender-disaggregated data, and fostering collaboration and partnerships, countries can work towards closing the gender gap and creating a more equitable and healthier society for all. It is through these efforts that we can strive for a future where women and men have equal opportunities for longer and healthier lives. 9.4 Gender Equality and Women's Rights. Gender equality and women's rights play a crucial role in understanding the gender gap in life expectancy. Throughout history, women have faced various forms of discrimination and inequality, which have had significant implications for their health and well-being. In this section, we will explore the relationship between gender equality, women's rights, and the longevity of women. 9.4.1 Historical context. Historically, women have been marginalized and denied equal rights and opportunities in many societies. They have faced limited access to education, restricted employment options, and have been subjected to gender-based violence and discrimination. These societal inequalities have had a profound impact on women's health and life expectancy. 9.4.2 Education and Empowerment. One of the key factors contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy is the disparity in education and empowerment between men and women. Access to education is not only a fundamental human right but also a crucial determinant of health and well-being. Women who have access to education are more likely to make informed decisions about their health, have better job prospects, and have greater control over their lives. Empowering women through education also leads to improved maternal and child health outcomes. Educated women are more likely to seek prenatal care, have healthier pregnancies, and make informed decisions about family planning. This, in turn, contributes to lower maternal and infant mortality rates. 9.4.3 Economic Empowerment. Gender equality and economic opportunities is another important aspect of women's rights that impacts their life expectancy. Women who have access to decent work and fair wages are more likely to have financial independence and access to healthcare services. Economic empowerment enables women to afford nutritious food, healthcare, and a safe living environment, all of which contribute to better health outcomes and increased life expectancy. Furthermore, economic empowerment allows women to have control over their reproductive choices. When women have the means to plan their pregnancies and access reproductive healthcare, they can space their pregnancies and have fewer children, which has been linked to improved maternal and child health outcomes. 9.4.4 Gender-based violence. Gender-based violence is a pervasive issue that affects women worldwide. It includes physical, sexual, and psychological violence, such as domestic violence, sexual assault, and harassment. Gender-based violence not only violates women's rights but also has severe health consequences. Women who experience gender-based violence are more likely to suffer from physical and mental health problems, including chronic pain, depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). These health issues can have long-term effects on women's overall well-being and life expectancy. Efforts to address gender-based violence and promote women's rights are essential for closing the gender gap in life expectancy. By creating safe environments and providing support services for survivors, societies can contribute to improving women's health outcomes and overall longevity. 9.4.5 Reproductive rights in healthcare. Access to reproductive healthcare and the ability to make informed decisions about reproductive choices are critical for women's health and well-being. Reproductive rights include the right to access contraception, safe abortion services, and comprehensive sexual education. When women have control over their reproductive choices, they can plan their pregnancies, space their children, and have access to safe and legal abortion services when needed. This contributes to better maternal and child health outcomes and reduces the risk of complications during pregnancy and childbirth. 9.4.6 Political representation and participation. Gender equality in political representation and participation is crucial for addressing women's rights and improving their health outcomes. When women have a voice in decision-making processes, policies that promote women's health and well-being are more likely to be implemented. Political representation also plays a role in addressing gender-based violence and discrimination. Laws and policies that protect women's rights and provide support for survivors of gender-based violence are more likely to be enacted when women are represented in positions of power. 9.4.7 Social support networks. Strong social support networks are essential for promoting women's health and well-being. Women who have access to supportive relationships, whether through family, friends, or community organizations, are more likely to have better mental health outcomes and overall life satisfaction. Social support networks can provide emotional support, practical assistance, and access to resources that contribute to better health outcomes. They can also serve as a protective factor against the negative effects of stress and adversity, which can impact women's health and life expectancy. 9.4.8 Legal protections and gender equality laws. Legal protections and gender equality laws are crucial for promoting women's rights and closing the gender gap in life expectancy. These laws aim to eliminate discrimination based on gender and ensure equal opportunities for women in various aspects of life, including education, employment, and healthcare. By enacting and enforcing gender equality laws, societies can create an environment that promotes women's rights and improves their health outcomes. These laws can address issues such as pay equity, workplace discrimination, and access to healthcare services, contributing to better overall well-being and increased life expectancy for women. 9.4.9 Conclusion. Gender equality and women's rights are fundamental for understanding the gender gap in life expectancy. Addressing the historical and ongoing inequalities that women face is crucial for improving their health outcomes and overall well-being. By promoting education, economic empowerment, reproductive rights, and social support networks, societies can work towards closing the gender gap and ensuring a longer and healthier life for all individuals, regardless of gender. 10. Longevity and aging. 10.1 Longevity research and findings. Research on longevity has consistently shown that women tend to outlive men. This gender disparity in life expectancy has been observed across different countries and cultures, and it has been a subject of interest for scientists, healthcare professionals, and policymakers. Understanding the reasons behind this phenomenon is crucial for addressing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting better health outcomes for both men and women. 10.1.1 Biological factors. Biological factors play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. One of the primary reasons women tend to live longer than men is their genetic makeup. Women have 2 X chromosomes, while men have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. This difference in sex chromosomes has implications for the aging process and the development of age-related diseases. Studies have shown that the second X chromosome in women carries additional genetic material that provides a protective effect against certain diseases. For example, women have a lower risk of developing cardiovascular diseases compared to men. The presence of 2 X chromosomes allows for redundancy in genetic information, which can compensate for mutations or abnormalities in one of the chromosomes. Hormonal factors also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Estrogen, a hormone predominantly found in women, has been associated with various health benefits. Estrogen has antioxidant properties and can help protect against oxidative stress, which is a key factor in aging and the development of age-related diseases. Additionally, estrogen has a positive impact on bone health, reducing the risk of osteoporosis in women. 10.1.2 Lifestyle factors. Lifestyle factors also play a crucial role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to engage in healthier behaviors compared to men, which can contribute to their longer lifespan. For instance, women are more likely to have healthier dietary habits, consuming more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. A balanced diet rich in nutrients is essential for maintaining overall health and reducing the risk of chronic diseases. Physical activity and exercise are also important determinants of longevity. Women generally engage in more regular physical activity compared to men. Regular exercise has numerous health benefits, including improved cardiovascular health, stronger bones, and better mental well-being. These factors contribute to a longer and healthier life. On the other hand, men tend to engage in riskier behaviors such as smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, which can have detrimental effects on their health and lifespan. Smoking is a leading cause of preventable diseases and premature death, including lung cancer, heart disease, and stroke. Excessive alcohol consumption is associated with liver disease, cardiovascular problems, and an increased risk of accidents and injuries. 10.1.3 Social and cultural factors. Social and cultural factors also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender roles and expectations can influence health behaviors and access to healthcare. Historically, men have been socialized to be more stoic and less likely to seek medical help, leading to delayed diagnosis and treatment of health conditions. In contrast, women tend to be more proactive in seeking healthcare and are more likely to engage in preventive health practices such as regular checkups and screenings. Social support networks also play a role in women's longer lifespan. Women tend to have stronger social connections and support systems, which can positively impact their mental and physical well-being. Strong social support has been linked to lower levels of stress, better coping mechanisms, and improved overall health outcomes. 10.1.4 Healthcare factors. Access to healthcare and quality of healthcare services are critical factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women generally have better access to healthcare compared to men, which allows for early detection and treatment of diseases. Regular screenings for breast and cervical cancer, for example, can lead to early intervention and improved survival rates. Furthermore, women tend to have higher healthcare utilization rates, seeking medical care more frequently than men. This increased healthcare seeking behavior can lead to better management of chronic conditions and improved overall health outcomes. However, it is important to note that healthcare disparities still exist, and certain populations of women may face barriers to accessing healthcare services. Factors such as socioeconomic status, race, and ethnicity can influence healthcare access and quality, leading to disparities in health outcomes. In conclusion, the gender gap in life expectancy is influenced by a complex interplay of biological, lifestyle, social, cultural, and healthcare factors. While biological factors such as genetics and hormones contribute to women's longer lifespan, lifestyle choices, social support networks, and access to healthcare also play significant roles. Understanding these factors is crucial for developing interventions and policies that aim to close the gender gap in life expectancy and promote better health outcomes for all individuals. 10.2 Aging process and cellular mechanisms. Aging is a complex biological process that affects all living organisms, including humans. It is characterized by a gradual decline in physiological function and an increased susceptibility to age-related diseases and conditions. While the aging process is universal, there are certain factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy, with women consistently outliving men. In this section, we will explore the aging process and the cellular mechanisms that may explain why women tend to have longer lifespans. 10.2.1 Telomeres and cellular senescence. One of the key factors in the aging process is the gradual shortening of telomeres, which are protective caps at the ends of chromosomes. Telomeres play a crucial role in maintaining the stability and integrity of the genome. Each time a cell divides, the telomeres shorten, eventually reaching a critical length that triggers cellular senescence or cell death. This process is known as the Hayflick limit. Research has shown that women tend to have longer telomeres compared to men, which may contribute to their longer lifespans. The enzyme telomerase, responsible for maintaining telomere length, is more active in women, providing better protection against telomere shortening. This may explain why women have a slower rate of cellular aging and a reduced risk of age-related diseases. 10.2.2 Hormonal influences. Hormones play a crucial role in regulating various physiological processes in the body, including the aging process. Estrogen, in particular, has been shown to have a protective effect against age-related diseases. Estrogen helps maintain the health of blood vessels, reduces inflammation, and promotes the repair and regeneration of tissues. During menopause, women experience a decline in estrogen levels, which may contribute to an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases, osteoporosis, and cognitive decline. However, women still tend to outlive men despite these hormonal changes, suggesting that other factors also play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. 10.2.3 Immune system function. The immune system plays a crucial role in defending the body against infections and diseases. As we age, the immune system undergoes changes, leading to a decline in its function, a phenomenon known as immunosenescence. This decline in immune function contributes to an increased susceptibility to infections and a reduced ability to mount an effective immune response. Studies have shown that women generally have a more robust immune response compared to men, which may contribute to their longer lifespans. Estrogen has been found to enhance immune function, including the production of antibodies and the activation of immune cells. Additionally, women tend to have a higher concentration of immune cells, such as natural killer cells, which play a crucial role in fighting off infections and cancer. 10.2.4 Lifestyle factors. While biological and cellular mechanisms contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy, lifestyle factors also play a significant role. Women tend to engage in healthier behaviors compared to men, such as maintaining a balanced diet, engaging in regular physical activity, and avoiding risky behaviors like smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. These lifestyle factors have a profound impact on overall health and can significantly influence the aging process. A healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains provides essential nutrients and antioxidants that help protect against age-related diseases. Regular physical activity helps maintain cardiovascular health, muscle strength, and cognitive function. Avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption reduces the risk of developing chronic diseases and organ damage. 10.2.5 Social and environmental factors. Social and environmental factors also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have stronger social support networks, which provide emotional and practical assistance during times of stress and adversity. Social support has been linked to better mental health, reduced stress levels, and improved overall well-being, all of which can contribute to a longer lifespan. Additionally, women are more likely to seek healthcare services and have better access to healthcare compared to men. Regular healthcare checkups, early detection, and timely treatment of diseases can significantly impact health outcomes and increase life expectancy. Conclusion. The gender gap in life expectancy is influenced by a combination of biological, cellular, lifestyle, social, and environmental factors. While women tend to outlive men, it is important to note that individual experiences may vary, and there are exceptions to these general trends. Understanding the aging process and the factors that contribute to the gender gap can help inform interventions and policies aimed at promoting healthy aging and reducing health disparities between genders. 10.3 Age-related diseases and conditions. As individuals age, they become more susceptible to various diseases and conditions. This section will explore the age-related diseases and conditions that are more prevalent in older adults, with a particular focus on how they impact women's health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 10.3.1 Cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases, such as heart disease and stroke, are the leading cause of death worldwide. These conditions become more common as individuals age, and they affect both men and women. However, there are some gender differences in the prevalence and presentation of cardiovascular diseases. Research has shown that women tend to develop cardiovascular diseases later in life compared to men. This delay in onset is partly attributed to the protective effects of estrogen, which has been shown to have a positive impact on heart health. However, after menopause, when estrogen levels decline, women's risk of developing cardiovascular diseases increases significantly. Furthermore, women often experience different symptoms of heart disease compared to men. While men typically present with chest pain, women may experience atypical symptoms such as shortness of breath, fatigue, and nausea. These differences in symptoms can lead to underdiagnosis and delayed treatment in women, which may contribute to poorer outcomes. 10.3.2 Osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a condition characterized by the loss of bone density, making bones more fragile and prone to fractures. It primarily affects older adults, particularly women after menopause. The decline in estrogen levels during menopause accelerates bone loss, putting women at a higher risk of developing osteoporosis compared to men. The gender gap in osteoporosis is significant, with women being 4 times more likely to develop the condition than men. This disparity is mainly due to the differences in bone structure and hormonal changes between the sexes. Women have smaller and thinner bones compared to men, to begin with, and the hormonal changes during menopause further exacerbate bone loss. Prevention and management of osteoporosis involve lifestyle modifications, such as regular weight-bearing exercises, adequate calcium and vitamin D intake, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. Additionally, hormone replacement therapy (HRT) may be recommended for postmenopausal women to mitigate the effects of estrogen loss on bone health. 10.3.3 Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia are neurodegenerative conditions that primarily affect older adults. While both men and women can develop these diseases, women are more likely to be affected. In fact, 2/3 of individuals living with Alzheimer's disease are women. The reasons behind this gender disparity in Alzheimer's disease are not yet fully understood. Some studies suggest that hormonal factors, such as the decline in estrogen levels during menopause, may play a role. Additionally, genetic and lifestyle factors may contribute to the increased risk in women. It is important to note that women not only have a higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease but also tend to be the primary caregivers for individuals with the condition. This caregiving role can have a significant impact on women's health and well-being, as it often involves increased stress, emotional burden, and physical demands. 10.3.4 Cancer. Cancer is another group of diseases that become more prevalent with age. While the incidence of cancer varies depending on the type, there are some gender differences in the types of cancer that affect men and women. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women, and it accounts for a significant proportion of cancer-related deaths in females. Other cancers that affect women more frequently include ovarian, cervical, and uterine cancers. On the other hand, men are more likely to develop prostate, lung, and colorectal cancers. The reasons behind these gender differences in cancer incidence are multifactorial. Hormonal factors, genetic predisposition, and lifestyle choices all contribute to the disparities. Additionally, differences in healthcare-seeking behaviors and screening practices may also play a role. Early detection and timely treatment are crucial in improving cancer outcomes. Regular screenings, such as mammograms and pap smears, can help detect breast and cervical cancers at an early stage when they are more treatable. Encouraging both men and women to be proactive about their health and undergo recommended screenings is essential in reducing the impact of cancer on life expectancy. 10.3.5 Chronic respiratory diseases. Chronic respiratory diseases, such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD) and asthma, are more prevalent in older adults. These conditions can significantly impact an individual's quality of life and contribute to mortality rates. While both men and women can develop chronic respiratory diseases, there are some gender differences in the prevalence and outcomes. For example, women tend to have higher rates of asthma compared to men, while men are more likely to develop COPD. The reasons behind these differences are not yet fully understood and may involve genetic, hormonal, and environmental factors. Smoking is a significant risk factor for the development of chronic respiratory diseases. Historically, smoking rates were higher among men, which may partially explain the higher rates of COPD in men. However, as smoking rates among women have increased in recent decades, the gender gap in chronic respiratory diseases may narrow in the future. 10.3.6 Other age-related conditions. In addition to the diseases mentioned above, there are several other age-related conditions that can impact both men and women. These include arthritis, diabetes, vision and hearing loss, and mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety. While these conditions are not exclusive to one gender, there may be differences in prevalence, presentation, and treatment outcomes. For example, women are more likely to develop autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, while men have a higher risk of developing diabetes. Understanding the gender-specific aspects of these age-related diseases and conditions is crucial in developing targeted prevention strategies, improving diagnosis and treatment, and ultimately closing the gender gap in life expectancy. By addressing the unique challenges faced by women in relation to these conditions, we can work towards achieving longer and healthier lives for all individuals, regardless of gender. 10.4 Implications for women's health. Women have consistently been found to outlive men across different countries and cultures. This gender disparity in life expectancy has significant implications for women's health. Understanding these implications can help us identify areas where targeted interventions and policies can be implemented to improve women's health outcomes and reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. 10.4.1 Biological factors. Biological factors play a crucial role in the longer life expectancy of women. Women have certain genetic advantages that contribute to their longevity. For example, women have two X chromosomes, which provide a backup system for genetic mutations. This redundancy can protect women from certain genetic disorders and increase their overall resilience to diseases. Hormonal factors also contribute to women's longer lifespan. Estrogen, a hormone predominantly found in women, has been associated with various health benefits. Estrogen helps maintain bone density, reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases, and has a positive impact on cognitive function. These hormonal advantages contribute to women's overall better health and longevity. 10.4.2 Reproductive factors. Reproductive factors also play a role in women's longer life expectancy. Women's reproductive system undergoes significant changes throughout their lives, including menstruation, pregnancy, and menopause. These reproductive events have long-term effects on women's health. Research suggests that women who have given birth to children have a lower risk of developing certain diseases, such as breast and ovarian cancer. Pregnancy and breastfeeding have been associated with hormonal changes that provide protective effects against these diseases. Additionally, the hormonal changes during pregnancy and breastfeeding have been linked to a reduced risk of cardiovascular diseases. However, it is important to note that reproductive factors can also have negative implications for women's health. For example, women are more susceptible to certain reproductive-related diseases, such as cervical and uterine cancers. Regular screenings and early detection are crucial in managing these risks and ensuring women's overall health and well-being. 10.4.3 Social and cultural factors. Social and cultural factors also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender roles and expectations often result in differences in lifestyle choices and behaviors. For example, women are more likely to engage in healthier behaviors such as seeking preventive healthcare, maintaining social connections, and adopting healthier diets. These factors contribute to better overall health outcomes and longer life expectancy for women. However, gender roles and expectations can also have negative implications for women's health. Societal pressures and expectations may lead to increased stress levels, which can have detrimental effects on women's physical and mental well-being. Additionally, occupational hazards and gender-based violence can negatively impact women's health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. 10.4.4 Healthcare disparities. Healthcare disparities also play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Women often face barriers in accessing healthcare services, including financial constraints, lack of insurance coverage, and limited availability of gender-specific healthcare services. These disparities can result in delayed or inadequate healthcare, leading to poorer health outcomes for women. Furthermore, healthcare provider bias can also contribute to disparities in women's health. Women's symptoms and concerns are sometimes dismissed or not taken seriously, leading to delayed diagnoses and treatment. Addressing these disparities and biases is crucial in ensuring that women receive equitable and quality healthcare, ultimately improving their health outcomes and narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. 10.4.5 Mental health and well-being. Mental health and well-being are important aspects of women's overall health and longevity. Women are more likely to experience mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety. These conditions can have a significant impact on women's quality of life and overall health outcomes. Addressing mental health disparities and providing accessible and affordable mental health care services is essential in promoting women's well-being and improving their overall health outcomes. Additionally, promoting social support networks and empowering women to seek help and support can contribute to better mental health outcomes and longer life expectancy. 10.4.6 Aging and age-related diseases. As women age, they become more susceptible to age-related diseases such as osteoporosis, Alzheimer's disease, and cardiovascular diseases. These diseases can significantly impact women's health and quality of life in their later years. Preventive measures such as regular screenings, healthy lifestyle choices, and early interventions can help mitigate the risks associated with age-related diseases. Additionally, research and advancements in geriatric medicine can provide targeted interventions and treatments to improve women's health outcomes and promote healthy aging. In conclusion, the implications for women's health in the context of the gender gap in life expectancy are multifaceted. Biological factors, reproductive factors, social and cultural factors, healthcare disparities, mental health, and aging all contribute to the longer life expectancy of women. Addressing these factors through targeted interventions, policies, and healthcare reforms can help improve women's health outcomes and ultimately close the gender gap in life expectancy. 11. Future prospects. 11.1 Emerging trends and predictions. As we delve into the topic of gender differences in life expectancy, it is important to explore the emerging trends and predictions that may shape the future of longevity. Over the years, significant progress has been made in understanding the factors that contribute to women outliving men. However, it is crucial to acknowledge that these trends are not static and are subject to change as society evolves. In this section, we will discuss some of the emerging trends and predictions that may impact the gender gap in life expectancy. 11.1.1 Advances in medical research and technology. One of the most significant emerging trends in the field of longevity is the rapid advancement of medical research and technology. With each passing year, scientists and researchers are making groundbreaking discoveries that have the potential to revolutionize healthcare and extend human lifespan. From genetic therapies to regenerative medicine, these advancements hold promise for both men and women in closing the gender gap in life expectancy. For instance, ongoing research in the field of genetics has shed light on the role of telomeres in the aging process. Telomeres are protective caps at the ends of chromosomes that shorten with each cell division. Scientists are exploring ways to slow down or reverse telomere shortening, which could potentially delay the onset of age-related diseases and increase overall lifespan. Furthermore, advancements in personalized medicine and precision healthcare are paving the way for tailored treatments and interventions. By considering an individual's unique genetic makeup, lifestyle factors, and environmental influences, healthcare providers can develop targeted strategies to promote longevity and address specific health concerns. This personalized approach has the potential to benefit both men and women, narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. 11.1.2 Changing social and cultural norms. Another important factor that may influence the gender gap in life expectancy is the evolving social and cultural norms surrounding gender roles and expectations. In many societies, traditional gender roles have assigned men as the primary breadwinners and women as caregivers. However, as societies become more gender-inclusive and egalitarian, these roles are gradually shifting. With increasing gender equality, women are gaining more opportunities for education, employment, and financial independence. This empowerment can have a positive impact on women's health and well-being, potentially narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. As women have greater access to resources and opportunities, they can make informed decisions about their health, engage in preventive healthcare practices, and lead healthier lifestyles. Conversely, men may face challenges in adapting to changing gender norms. Traditional masculine ideals often discourage men from seeking help or expressing vulnerability, which can hinder their access to healthcare and impact their overall well-being. Addressing these societal expectations and promoting a more inclusive definition of masculinity can contribute to bridging the gender gap in life expectancy. 11.1.3 Lifestyle modifications and health promotion. The adoption of healthier lifestyles and the promotion of preventive healthcare practices are key factors in narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. As awareness grows about the impact of lifestyle choices on health outcomes, individuals are increasingly taking proactive steps to improve their well-being. Engaging in regular physical activity, maintaining a balanced diet, and avoiding harmful habits such as smoking and excessive alcohol consumption are crucial for promoting longevity. These lifestyle modifications can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases and improve overall health, benefiting both men and women. Furthermore, the promotion of mental health and well-being is gaining recognition as an essential aspect of longevity. As stress and mental health issues can have a profound impact on physical health, addressing these factors is crucial for closing the gender gap in life expectancy. Encouraging individuals to seek support, practice stress management techniques, and prioritize self-care can contribute to improved overall health outcomes. 11.1.4 Socioeconomic and environmental factors. Socioeconomic and environmental factors play a significant role in shaping health outcomes and life expectancy. As societies strive for greater equality and sustainability, addressing these factors becomes crucial in narrowing the gender gap. Improving access to quality education and economic opportunities for women can empower them to make informed decisions about their health and well-being. By reducing income disparities and providing equal access to resources, societies can create an environment that promotes longevity for both men and women. Additionally, addressing environmental challenges such as pollution, climate change, and access to clean water and sanitation is vital for ensuring a healthy future for all. By implementing sustainable practices and policies, societies can mitigate the adverse effects of environmental factors on health and contribute to closing the gender gap in life expectancy. In conclusion, the emerging trends and predictions discussed in this section highlight the potential for narrowing the gender gap in life expectancy. Advances in medical research and technology, changing social and cultural norms, lifestyle modifications, and addressing socioeconomic and environmental factors all have the potential to positively impact longevity for both men and women. By embracing these trends and implementing evidence-based interventions, societies can work towards achieving gender equality in life expectancy and creating a healthier future for all. 11.2 Advancements in healthcare and technology. Advancements in healthcare and technology have played a significant role in improving the overall quality of life and increasing life expectancy for both men and women. However, these advancements have also contributed to the gender gap in life expectancy. In this section, we will explore the specific advancements in healthcare and technology that have had a profound impact on women's longevity. 11.2.1 Medical innovations. Medical innovations have revolutionized the field of healthcare, leading to improved diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of diseases. These advancements have had a positive impact on women's health and have contributed to their longer life expectancy. Here are some key medical innovations that have played a crucial role. 11.2.1.1 Preventive medicine. Preventive medicine focuses on identifying and addressing risk factors before they develop into serious health conditions. This approach has been instrumental in reducing the incidence of chronic diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and certain types of cancer. Regular screenings, vaccinations, and lifestyle modifications have helped women in early detection and prevention of diseases, leading to improved health outcomes and increased life expectancy. 11.2.1.2 Improved surgical techniques. Advancements in surgical techniques have made procedures safer and more effective, resulting in better outcomes for women undergoing surgeries. Minimally invasive procedures, such as laparoscopic surgeries, have reduced the risk of complications, minimized scarring, and accelerated recovery time. These advancements have allowed women to undergo surgeries with less pain and a lower risk of postoperative complications, ultimately contributing to their longer life expectancy. 11.2.1.3 Reproductive health technologies. Technological advancements in reproductive health have had a significant impact on women's health and well-being. Assisted reproductive technologies, such as in vitro fertilization (IVF), have provided women with the opportunity to conceive and have children later in life. These advancements have also improved the success rates of fertility treatments, allowing women to overcome infertility issues and fulfill their desire for motherhood. 11.2.2 Digital health and telemedicine. The emergence of digital health and telemedicine has revolutionized the way healthcare is delivered, making it more accessible and convenient for individuals, especially women. Here are some key advancements in this field. 11.2.2.1 Remote monitoring and telehealth. Remote monitoring devices and telehealth platforms have enabled healthcare providers to monitor patients' health conditions remotely and provide timely interventions. This technology has been particularly beneficial for women with chronic conditions, such as diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases. Regular monitoring and virtual consultations have allowed women to receive timely medical advice and interventions, leading to better disease management and improved health outcomes. 11.2.2.2 Mobile health applications. The proliferation of mobile health applications, or health apps, has empowered women to take control of their health and well-being. These apps provide a wide range of features, including fitness tracking, menstrual cycle monitoring, medication reminders, and mental health support. By utilizing these apps, women can track their health parameters, make informed decisions about their lifestyle choices, and seek appropriate medical care when needed. 11.2.3 Precision medicine. Precision medicine is an emerging field that aims to tailor medical treatments and interventions to an individual's unique genetic makeup, lifestyle, and environmental factors. This approach has the potential to revolutionize healthcare by providing personalized and targeted therapies. Here are some key aspects of precision medicine that have contributed to women's longevity. 11.2.3.1 Genetic testing and screening. Advancements in genetic testing and screening have allowed healthcare providers to identify individuals who are at a higher risk of developing certain diseases. This knowledge enables early interventions and personalized treatment plans, which can significantly improve health outcomes. Genetic testing has been particularly beneficial for women with a family history of breast and ovarian cancers, allowing for early detection and preventive measures. 11.2.3.2 Pharmacogenomics. Pharmacogenomics is the study of how an individual's genetic makeup influences their response to medications. This field has the potential to optimize drug therapies and minimize adverse reactions. By tailoring medication regimens based on an individual's genetic profile, healthcare providers can ensure that women receive the most effective and safe treatments, leading to improved health outcomes and increased life expectancy. 11.2.4 Artificial intelligence and machine learning. Artificial intelligence (AI) and machine learning (ML) have the potential to transform healthcare by analyzing vast amounts of data, identifying patterns, and making accurate predictions. Here are some key applications of AI and ML that have contributed to women's longevity. 11.2.4.1 Early disease detection. AI algorithms can analyze medical images, such as mammograms and pap smears, to detect early signs of breast and cervical cancers. Early detection allows for timely interventions and improved treatment outcomes. AI-powered diagnostic tools have the potential to reduce diagnostic errors and improve the accuracy of disease detection, ultimately contributing to women's longer life expectancy. 11.2.4.2 Predictive analytics. By analyzing large datasets, AI and ML algorithms can predict disease progression, identify individuals at high risk of developing certain conditions, and recommend personalized preventive measures. These predictive analytics tools can help healthcare providers develop targeted interventions and preventive strategies, leading to better health outcomes for women. In conclusion, advancements in healthcare and technology have significantly contributed to women's longer life expectancy. Medical innovations, digital health, precision medicine, and AI-driven technologies have improved disease prevention, diagnosis, and treatment outcomes for women. These advancements have empowered women to take control of their health, make informed decisions, and seek timely medical interventions. However, it is essential to ensure that these advancements are accessible to all women, regardless of their socioeconomic status or geographical location, to bridge the gender gap in life expectancy and promote gender equality in healthcare. 11.3 Policy implications and interventions. The gender gap in life expectancy, with women consistently outliving men, has significant implications for public policy and interventions. Understanding the factors that contribute to this disparity can help policymakers develop strategies to address the issue and promote healthier and longer lives for both men and women. In this section, we will explore some policy implications and interventions that can help close the gender gap in life expectancy. 11.3.1 Gender-specific healthcare services. One important policy intervention is the development of gender-specific healthcare services. Women and men have different health needs and face unique health challenges throughout their lives. By tailoring healthcare services to address these specific needs, policymakers can ensure that both genders receive appropriate and timely care. This includes increasing access to reproductive health services for women, such as prenatal care, family planning, and screenings for breast and cervical cancer. For men, it involves promoting regular health checkups, screenings for prostate cancer, and addressing specific health concerns like cardiovascular disease and mental health. 11.3.2 Health education and awareness programs. Another crucial policy intervention is the implementation of health education and awareness programs that target both men and women. These programs should focus on promoting healthy lifestyle choices, disease prevention, and early detection. By increasing health literacy and empowering individuals to take control of their health, policymakers can help reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. These programs should address topics such as nutrition, physical activity, smoking cessation, alcohol moderation, stress management, and mental health. By providing accessible and culturally sensitive information, policymakers can empower individuals to make informed decisions about their health. 11.3.3 Gender equality and empowerment. Promoting gender equality and empowerment is a fundamental policy intervention that can have a significant impact on closing the gender gap in life expectancy. Gender inequalities, such as limited access to education, employment opportunities, and decision-making power, can negatively affect women's health and well-being. Policymakers should prioritize initiatives that promote gender equality, including equal pay, equal access to education and employment, and the elimination of gender-based violence. By addressing these structural inequalities, policymakers can create an environment that supports women's health and overall well-being. 11.3.4 Work-life balance and family-friendly policies. Work-life balance and family-friendly policies are essential interventions to address the gender gap in life expectancy. Women often face challenges in balancing work, family responsibilities, and caregiving, which can impact their health and well-being. Policymakers should implement policies that support flexible work arrangements, parental leave, and affordable childcare options. By promoting a healthy work-life balance and reducing the burden of caregiving, policymakers can support women's health and longevity. 11.3.5 Social support networks. Social support networks play a crucial role in promoting health and well-being. Policymakers should invest in initiatives that strengthen social support networks, particularly for vulnerable populations. This includes programs that promote community engagement, social integration, and the development of support groups. By fostering social connections and reducing social isolation, policymakers can improve overall health outcomes and reduce the gender gap in life expectancy. 11.3.6 Addressing socioeconomic disparities. Socioeconomic disparities significantly contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Policymakers should prioritize interventions that address income inequality, poverty, and access to resources. This includes implementing policies that promote equal pay, affordable housing, social welfare programs, and retirement security. By reducing socioeconomic disparities, policymakers can improve health outcomes for both men and women and narrow the gender gap in life expectancy. 11.3.7 Research and data collection. To develop effective policies and interventions, policymakers need accurate and up-to-date data on gender differences in health outcomes. Policymakers should invest in research and data collection efforts that specifically focus on gender disparities in life expectancy and related health indicators. This includes collecting data on gender-specific health conditions, healthcare utilization, and health behaviors. By understanding the specific challenges faced by men and women, policymakers can develop targeted interventions that address the root causes of the gender gap in life expectancy. In conclusion, closing the gender gap in life expectancy requires a comprehensive approach that addresses the biological, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors that contribute to the disparity. By implementing policy interventions that promote gender-specific healthcare services, health education, gender equality, work-life balance, social support networks, socioeconomic equality, and research, policymakers can work towards reducing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting healthier and longer lives for all. 11.4 Closing the gender gap. Closing the gender gap in life expectancy is a complex and multifaceted challenge that requires a comprehensive approach. While women tend to outlive men in many parts of the world, it is important to understand the underlying factors contributing to this disparity and explore potential strategies to address it. By addressing the various factors discussed throughout this book, we can work towards achieving gender equality in life expectancy. 11.4.1 Understanding the gender gap. Before discussing strategies to close the gender gap, it is crucial to understand why women tend to live longer than men. While there is no single answer to this question, several biological, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors contribute to this disparity. Biologically, genetic differences between men and women play a role in life expectancy. Women have two X chromosomes, which may provide them with certain advantages in terms of immune response and disease resistance. Hormonal factors, such as estrogen, have also been linked to longer life expectancy in women. Additionally, reproductive differences, such as the protective effect of pregnancy and childbirth on women's health, contribute to their longer lifespan. Lifestyle factors also play a significant role in the gender gap. Women tend to have healthier lifestyles, including better dietary habits, higher levels of physical activity, and lower rates of smoking and alcohol consumption. These lifestyle choices contribute to better overall health and longevity. Sociocultural factors, such as gender roles and expectations, also influence the gender gap in life expectancy. Traditional gender roles often place men at higher risk for occupational hazards and dangerous work environments, which can impact their health and longevity. Additionally, women tend to have stronger social support networks, which can positively impact their mental and physical well-being. Economic factors, including income disparities and access to retirement and pension systems, also contribute to the gender gap. Women often face lower wages and reduced access to financial resources, which can impact their overall health and well-being. Poverty and social welfare also play a role, as women are more likely to experience poverty and its associated health risks. Healthcare disparities, including access to healthcare services, quality of care, health insurance coverage, and healthcare provider bias, further contribute to the gender gap. Women may face barriers in accessing healthcare, receive lower quality care, and experience bias in diagnosis and treatment. These disparities can have a significant impact on their health outcomes and life expectancy. Psychological factors, such as mental health, coping mechanisms, and social support, also influence the gender gap. Women tend to have higher rates of mental health disorders, but they also exhibit better coping mechanisms and have stronger social support networks, which can positively impact their overall well-being and longevity. Environmental factors, including pollution, climate, access to clean water and sanitation, and urbanization, also contribute to the gender gap. Women may be more vulnerable to the adverse effects of environmental factors, which can impact their health and life expectancy. 11.4.2 Strategies to close the gender gap. Closing the gender gap in life expectancy requires a comprehensive and coordinated effort from various stakeholders, including governments, healthcare providers, communities, and individuals. Here are some strategies that can help in closing the gender gap. Promoting gender equality. Addressing gender inequalities in all aspects of life, including education, employment, and social norms, is crucial for closing the gender gap in life expectancy. This includes challenging traditional gender roles and expectations that may put men at higher risk for health issues. Improving healthcare access and quality. Ensuring equal access to healthcare services for both men and women is essential. This includes addressing healthcare disparities, improving health insurance coverage, and reducing healthcare provider bias. Additionally, efforts should be made to improve the quality of care provided to women, especially in areas such as reproductive health and mental health care. Promoting healthy lifestyles. Encouraging healthy lifestyle choices, such as a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, can positively impact both men and women's health and life expectancy. Addressing occupational hazards. Implementing measures to reduce occupational hazards and improve workplace safety can help protect the health and well-being of both men and women. This includes providing adequate training, protective equipment, and ensuring fair working conditions. Strengthening social support networks. Promoting the development of strong social support networks for both men and women can have a positive impact on mental health and overall well-being. This includes fostering community engagement, providing support for caregivers, and addressing social isolation. Addressing economic disparities. Reducing income disparities, improving access to retirement and pension systems, and implementing social welfare programs can help address the economic factors contributing to the gender gap in life expectancy. Investing in research and innovation. Continued research and innovation in areas such as longevity, aging, and women's health are crucial for understanding the underlying factors contributing to the gender gap and developing targeted interventions. Closing the gender gap in life expectancy is a long-term goal that requires sustained efforts and collaboration across various sectors. By addressing the biological, lifestyle, sociocultural, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors discussed in this book, we can work towards achieving gender equality in life expectancy and improving the overall health and well-being of both men and women. 12. Conclusion. 12.1 Summary of key findings. Throughout this book, we have explored various factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. In this section, we will summarize the key findings and highlight the main reasons why women tend to outlive men. 12.1.1 Biological factors. Biological factors play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Genetic differences between men and women can influence susceptibility to certain diseases and conditions. For example, women have two X chromosomes, which provide a backup system for genetic mutations. This redundancy can offer some protection against genetic disorders. Additionally, hormonal factors, such as estrogen, have been shown to have positive effects on women's cardiovascular health and bone density, contributing to their longer lifespan. 12.1.2 Lifestyle factors. Lifestyle choices also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have healthier habits compared to men, including better dietary choices, higher levels of physical activity, and lower rates of smoking and alcohol consumption. These lifestyle factors have a significant impact on overall health and can reduce the risk of chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular disease and certain types of cancer. 12.1.3 Healthcare utilization and access. Women generally have higher rates of healthcare utilization and better access to healthcare services compared to men. They are more likely to seek preventive care, undergo regular screenings, and receive timely medical interventions. This proactive approach to healthcare can lead to early detection and treatment of diseases, resulting in better health outcomes and increased life expectancy. 12.1.4 Social and cultural factors. Gender roles and expectations within society can influence health behaviors and outcomes. Women often prioritize their health and well-being, seeking support from social networks and engaging in self-care practices. Additionally, women tend to have stronger social support systems, which can positively impact their mental and physical health. Conversely, men may face societal pressures to be self-reliant and may be less likely to seek help or support when needed. 12.1.5 Occupational hazards. Occupational hazards and workplace exposures can also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Historically, men have been more likely to work in physically demanding and dangerous occupations, such as mining, construction, and firefighting. These occupations expose men to higher risks of injuries, accidents, and occupational diseases, which can impact their overall health and longevity. 12.1.6 Psychological factors. Psychological factors, including mental health and coping mechanisms, can influence life expectancy. Women generally have higher levels of emotional intelligence and are more likely to seek help for mental health issues. They also tend to have stronger social support networks, which can buffer the negative effects of stress and improve overall well-being. Men, on the other hand, may be more prone to bottling up emotions and may face societal expectations to be stoic, which can have detrimental effects on their mental and physical health. 12.1.7 Environmental factors. Environmental factors, such as pollution and climate, can impact health and contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Men are more likely to engage in outdoor activities and occupations that expose them to environmental pollutants, which can increase the risk of respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Additionally, extreme weather events and natural disasters can disproportionately affect men, leading to higher mortality rates. 12.1.8 Economic factors. Economic factors, including income disparities and access to resources, can also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women often face lower income levels and financial insecurity, which can limit their access to healthcare, nutritious food, and other resources necessary for a healthy life. Economic disparities can also impact mental health and well-being, further widening the gender gap in life expectancy. In conclusion, the gender gap in life expectancy is influenced by a complex interplay of biological, lifestyle, social, cultural, occupational, psychological, environmental, and economic factors. Women tend to outlive men due to a combination of genetic advantages, healthier lifestyle choices, better healthcare utilization and access, stronger social support networks, and lower exposure to occupational hazards. Addressing these factors and promoting gender equality in all aspects of life can help narrow the gender gap in life expectancy and improve the overall health and well-being of individuals and society as a whole. 12.2 Implications for individuals and society. The gender gap in life expectancy has significant implications for both individuals and society as a whole. Understanding these implications can help us address the disparities and work towards achieving better health outcomes for everyone. 12.2.1 Individual implications. 12.2.1.1 Longer lifespan for women. One of the most obvious implications of the gender gap in life expectancy is that women tend to live longer than men. This means that women have more years to enjoy their lives, pursue their goals, and spend time with loved ones. It also means that women may have more opportunities to contribute to society, whether through their careers, volunteer work, or other forms of engagement. 12.2.1.2 Health and well-being. Women's longer lifespan also has implications for their health and well-being. With more years of life, women have a greater chance of experiencing age-related health issues such as chronic diseases, disabilities, and cognitive decline. This highlights the importance of preventive healthcare, regular screenings, and healthy lifestyle choices to maintain optimal health as women age. 12.2.1.3 Financial considerations. The longer lifespan of women also has financial implications. Women may need to plan for a longer retirement period, which requires careful financial management and savings. Additionally, women may face unique challenges related to income disparities, occupational segregation, and caregiving responsibilities, which can impact their financial security in later years. 12.2.1.4 Caregiving responsibilities. Women's longer lifespan often means that they are more likely to take on caregiving responsibilities for their partners, parents, or other family members. This can have both positive and negative implications. On one hand, caregiving can be a fulfilling and rewarding experience. On the other hand, it can also be physically and emotionally demanding, potentially impacting women's own health and well-being. 12.2.2 Societal Implications 12.2.2.1 Healthcare and Social Services. The gender gap in life expectancy has implications for healthcare and social service systems. As women tend to live longer, there is a greater need for healthcare services that address the specific health concerns of older women. This includes access to geriatric care, specialized screenings, and treatments for age-related conditions. Social services also need to consider the unique needs of older women, such as support for caregiving, housing options, and social inclusion programs. 12.2.2.2 Workforce and Retirement. The longer lifespan of women also has implications for the workforce and retirement systems. As women live longer, they may need to work longer to ensure financial security in retirement. This calls for policies that support older women in the workforce, including flexible work arrangements, age-friendly workplaces, and opportunities for skill development and career advancement. Retirement systems also need to consider the longer retirement period for women and ensure that pension plans are fair and sustainable. 12.2.2.3 Gender Equality and Empowerment. The gender gap in life expectancy is closely linked to broader issues of gender equality and empowerment. Addressing the disparities in life expectancy requires addressing the underlying factors that contribute to gender inequalities, such as unequal access to education, employment opportunities, healthcare, and decision-making power. Achieving gender equality and empowering women can have positive ripple effects on health outcomes, not only for women but for society as a whole. 12.2.2.4 Social Dynamics and Relationships. The longer lifespan of women also has implications for social dynamics and relationships. Women may outlive their partners, leading to changes in family structures and support systems. This highlights the importance of building strong social support networks and fostering intergenerational relationships. It also calls for addressing issues such as loneliness and social isolation among older women, which can have negative impacts on their mental and physical health. 12.2.3 Conclusion. The gender gap in life expectancy has far-reaching implications for individuals and society. It highlights the need for a comprehensive approach to address the underlying factors that contribute to these disparities. By promoting gender equality, improving healthcare access and quality, supporting women's empowerment, and fostering inclusive social systems, we can work towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and ensuring better health outcomes for all. 12.3 Call to Action. The gender gap in life expectancy is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach to address. It is clear that women tend to outlive men in many parts of the world, and understanding the reasons behind this disparity is crucial for promoting healthier and longer lives for all individuals. In this final section, we will explore some actionable steps that can be taken to bridge the gender gap in life expectancy. 12.3.1 Promoting Gender Equality. One of the fundamental steps towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy is promoting gender equality in all aspects of society. This includes addressing gender biases and stereotypes that can limit opportunities and access to resources for women. By creating a more equitable society, we can ensure that both men and women have equal access to education, employment, healthcare, and other essential resources that contribute to overall well-being and longevity. 12.3.2 Improving healthcare access and quality. Access to healthcare is a critical factor in determining life expectancy. It is essential to ensure that both men and women have equal access to healthcare services, including preventive care, screenings, and treatment for diseases and conditions. Efforts should be made to eliminate barriers such as geographical distance, financial constraints, and cultural biases that may prevent individuals from seeking and receiving timely and appropriate healthcare. Additionally, improving the quality of healthcare services, including addressing healthcare provider biases, can contribute to better health outcomes for all individuals. 12.3.3 Promoting Healthy Lifestyles. Encouraging healthy lifestyles is another important aspect of closing the gender gap in life expectancy. Education and awareness campaigns should be developed to promote healthy behaviors such as regular physical activity, a balanced diet, smoking cessation, and moderate alcohol consumption. By empowering individuals with the knowledge and tools to make healthier choices, we can reduce the risk of chronic diseases and improve overall well-being. 12.3.4 Investing in Research and Innovation. Advancements in medical research and technology play a crucial role in improving health outcomes and extending life expectancy. Increased investment in research focused on understanding the biological, social, and environmental factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy is essential. This research can help identify targeted interventions and develop innovative solutions to address the specific needs and challenges faced by both men and women. 12.3.5 Strengthening social support networks. Social support networks have a significant impact on health and well-being. Strengthening these networks, both formal and informal, can provide individuals with the emotional, practical, and financial support they need to lead healthier lives. Encouraging the development of support groups, community organizations, and initiatives that foster social connections can help individuals navigate challenges and improve their overall quality of life. 12.3.6 Educating and empowering individuals. Education is a powerful tool for empowering individuals to take control of their health and well-being. Providing comprehensive and accurate information about health, disease prevention, and healthcare options can empower individuals to make informed decisions about their own health. Additionally, promoting gender equality in education and empowering women to pursue higher education and leadership roles can have a positive impact on their overall health and life expectancy. 12.3.7 Advocating for policy changes. Policy changes at the local, national, and international levels are crucial for addressing the gender gap in life expectancy. Governments and policymakers should prioritize gender equality and health equity in their policies and allocate resources to support initiatives aimed at closing the gap. This includes implementing and enforcing laws that protect women's rights, promoting equal pay and employment opportunities, and ensuring access to affordable and quality healthcare for all individuals. 12.3.8 Fostering collaboration and partnerships. Addressing the gender gap in life expectancy requires collaboration and partnerships between various stakeholders, including governments, healthcare providers, researchers, community organizations, and individuals. By working together, sharing knowledge, and pooling resources, we can develop comprehensive strategies and interventions that have a lasting impact on closing the gender gap and improving overall health outcomes. In conclusion, closing the gender gap in life expectancy is a complex and multifaceted challenge that requires a comprehensive approach. By promoting gender equality, improving healthcare access and quality, promoting healthy lifestyles, investing in research and innovation, strengthening social support networks, educating and empowering individuals, advocating for policy changes, and fostering collaboration and partnerships, we can take significant steps towards closing the gender gap and ensuring healthier and longer lives for all individuals. It is up to each one of us, as individuals and as a society, to take action and work towards a future where gender does not determine life expectancy. 12.4 Final thoughts. In this book, we have explored the various factors that contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy, shedding light on why women tend to outlive men. From biological and lifestyle factors to sociocultural, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors, we have examined the complex web of influences that shape the longevity of individuals. Throughout history, women have consistently enjoyed longer lifespans compared to men. While there is no single factor that can fully explain this phenomenon, it is clear that a combination of biological, social, and environmental factors contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Biologically, women have certain advantages that contribute to their longer lifespans. Genetic differences, hormonal factors, immune system variations, and reproductive differences all play a role in women's longevity. For example, women have two X chromosomes, which may provide them with a genetic advantage in terms of disease resistance and immune response. Additionally, the hormone estrogen, which is more prevalent in women, has been linked to various health benefits, including cardiovascular protection. Lifestyle factors also contribute significantly to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have healthier lifestyles overall, with better dietary habits, higher levels of physical activity, and lower rates of smoking and alcohol consumption. These lifestyle choices have a direct impact on health outcomes and contribute to women's longer lifespans. Sociocultural factors, such as gender roles and expectations, occupational hazards, social support networks, and education and empowerment, also influence the gender gap in life expectancy. Traditional gender roles often place men at higher risk for occupational hazards and dangerous work environments, which can lead to higher mortality rates. Additionally, women tend to have stronger social support networks and access to education and empowerment, which can positively impact their health and longevity. Economic factors, including income disparities, retirement and pension systems, wealth and asset accumulation, and poverty and social welfare, also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women often face economic disadvantages, such as lower incomes and limited access to retirement and pension systems, which can impact their overall health and well-being. Healthcare disparities, including access to healthcare services, quality of healthcare, health insurance coverage, and healthcare provider bias, also play a significant role in the gender gap in life expectancy. Women may face barriers to accessing healthcare services, receive lower quality care, and experience bias from healthcare providers, all of which can impact their health outcomes and life expectancy. Psychological factors, such as mental health and well-being, coping mechanisms and resilience, social support and relationships, and psychological stressors, also contribute to the gender gap in life expectancy. Women tend to have higher rates of mental health disorders, but they also have stronger social support networks and coping mechanisms, which can positively impact their overall health and longevity. Environmental factors, including pollution and toxins, climate and weather, access to clean water and sanitation, and urbanization and infrastructure, also influence the gender gap in life expectancy. Women may be more vulnerable to certain environmental hazards, such as indoor air pollution or lack of access to clean water, which can impact their health and longevity. Taking a global perspective, we have explored regional variations in life expectancy, cultural influences, international policies and initiatives, and the importance of gender equality and women's rights in closing the gender gap in life expectancy. It is clear that addressing these factors requires a multifaceted approach that involves not only individual actions but also systemic changes at the societal and policy levels. In conclusion, the gender gap in life expectancy is a complex issue influenced by a wide range of factors. While women tend to outlive men, it is important to recognize that these differences are not solely determined by biology but are also shaped by social, economic, healthcare, psychological, and environmental factors. By understanding and addressing these factors, we can work towards closing the gender gap in life expectancy and promoting healthier and longer lives for all individuals, regardless of gender.